The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in once again. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you this evening to another streaming and radio broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. I've got Connor running the board for us back at the studio tonight, helping this thing go smoothly. And I am next to my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe. I've also got my color analyst, Mr. Eric Peterson, alongside me. Also, special guest, Eric's brother, Jeff, who was with us at the Keokuk game. He's a longtime Beloit College hitting coach. Lots of baseball experience between these Peterson brothers. It's a value to have them alongside me, to say the least. And it'll be our pleasure, all of us, to be with you on the call this evening. Tonight, the Warriors return home as we are here at the Ferguson Sports Complex, just outside of Keosauqua, Iowa, overlooking beautiful Perkins Field. We're up here in the Kissling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation, getting set for boys high school varsity baseball for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The New London Tigers are in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. First pitch slated for, I'd say it was 7 or 7:30. We might get going in about 15 minutes, 7:15-ish. We got a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast this evening. We're streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA. If you're choosing to make our broadcast part of your evening, big thanks for doing so. We could not do it without you. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show. The pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua, the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrill, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding area. Slate and Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Atomo, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Tugboat Transportation at Bonaparte, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. The Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. And finally, Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street, Keosauqua. Stop in and see their showroom. Our in-game sponsors for you this evening, as they have been with us all season long. Iowa Missouri Seeds has the pregame show. The Van Buren County Community School District will have the postgame show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home sponsoring the first pitch. Smithburg Automotive, all the innings, 1 through 7 if necessary. Wells Hometown Drug will have the player of the game. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, coaches, and players' interviews throughout the course of the season. Pilot Grove Savings Bank will sponsor the first, any pitching changes, I should say, throughout the course of the game this evening. Dowd's Quick Stop has the Warrior pitcher strikeouts. Any home runs by the Warrior batters. The Van Buren County Hospital, those are our wonderful in-game sponsors that are with us this evening. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why this broadcast can be viewed on YouTube and heard over the air at 92.7. All made possible by the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Make sure you give those sponsors a chance, folks. We couldn't do it without them. All right, you know how things go here. New London looks like they're getting ready, or the Warriors probably take infield first. The field is prepped from the JV game. They played JV first tonight, so we got a good pregame show here for you, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed. We'll take a look at both teams when we come back after this first-minute break, break them down, see how they're doing so far on the season. We'll take a look at the starting lineups, the pitching matchup, other action around the conference, all that and more still to come here on the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. We'll do that after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 3 minutes.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of the year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here on the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Follow them on Facebook. We'll continue things here on the Warrior Baseball pregame show. Currently, Van Buren County taking infield right now. But like I said, we'll continue things. We're going to break down both teams, and you're going to hear from my partner first, Mr. Eric Peterson. He's going to take a look at New London and how they're doing on the season so far.
Thanks, Shan. Head coach is Jaden Flowers. Their next matchup is Friday night, June 20th, home against Burlington Notre Dame at 7 p.m. Overall, the Tigers are 10-6. They're 5-1 at home, 4-5 on the road, and 1-0 in neutral site games. They are in 1A and play in the Southeastern Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record of 3-4, so this is an important one tonight. We've got a couple of 4-loss teams at it, and their last 5, they're 4-1. They have wins against Keokuk, the Wise Muscatine, Pekin, Burlington Notre Dame, Danville, Wapello, West Burlington, Cedar Rapids, Washington, Hillcrest Academy, Winfield, Mount Union, Losses are to Mediapolis, West Burlington, Mount Pleasant, Central Lee, and Burlington. Their last game was June 17th, a 6-4 win against Winfield Mountain Union. This is an interesting team. They can really hit the ball all over the place. They've got 6 guys that are hitting better than .312. Their leaders are Memphis Watson, who's hitting .510. Gavin Menke-Bailey at .383. Tate Welcher at .378. And Gavin Strawhacker at .378 as well. Memphis Watson leads the team with 25 hits. Kai Rygard with 20. And Gavin Menke-Bailey with 18. RBI leaders, they have 6 players that have 10 or more RBIs this year. Kai Rygard leads that group with 16, Gavin Menke-Bailey 14, and Memphis Watson with 13. An interesting stat is Memphis Watson with 33 steals is in the top 5 in the state. Actually, I think in the top 2. And so something you got to watch there of if he gets on, he's going to want to take a couple bases. From a pitching perspective, Owen Naring with a 1.42 and 19.2 innings pitched. Gavin Menke-Bailey at a 4.2 ERA with 18.1 innings pitched. And then Gavin Strawhacker with a 1.65 in 17 inning pitch. Strikeout leader is Kai Rygard with 17 and Gavin Menke-Bailey with 16. Owen Naring is 3-0. And as a team, this group's averaging 6.6 runs per game. They're allowing 4.8. Team batting average of .330, which is pretty impressive this time of year. On-base percentage at .451. They're slugging at .395. They're fielding at .915, and a team ERA of 3.6. So at a team that's 10-6, you can see why that they hit the ball and pitch it pretty well.
Yeah, Eric, I think you hit it right on the head. That's the thing that jumped out to us first as we looked at the stats, that .330 batting average and averaging 6.6 runs a game. I think you're right on the money there. We'll now turn our attention to the Van Buren County Warriors and see how they're doing on this season. Head coach is Shane Bagley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Next action for us is tomorrow, Friday, June 20th at Louisa Muscatine, a 5:30 start there. That'll start a busy about 8 or 9 days for us every day next week. Monday through Friday, and a doubleheader possibly on Saturday. So we're in the heart of the schedule for the Warriors. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight is 6-8 on the year. They're 3-3 at home, 2-3 on the road, 1-2 in neutral site games. They compete in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 2-4 in the last 5. They are 2-3. The Warriors have wins this year over West Burlington, Winfield Mount Union, Fort Madison, Pekin, Hillcrest Academy, and Danville. Their losses have come to Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, twice to Mediapolis, Fairfield, Davis County, Burlington Notre Dame, and Central Lee. Last time out for the Warriors was Tuesday of this week, a suspended game over at West Burlington. That was June 17th. Warriors were leading 2-1 in the bottom of the second. We tried to resume that game Wednesday of this week. Rained out again. We'll try again next Monday to start a busy week for Warrior baseball. Let's take a look at some key players in those statistical category areas that we like to review here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show. Batting average, Marion Yoder and Caden Simmons at .500. I put a star next to that because both limited at bats. Isaac Leffler at .405. Leo Urach at .286. Hits leaders for the Warriors. Leffler with 17, Urach with 10. Millard and Meek have 9. RBI leaders, Millard has 6, Leffler has 6, McEntee and Simmons have 5. Leffler leads them on the bases with 17 steals. Aiden McEntee has scored 10 runs. In the pitching department, ERA leaders for the Warriors, McEntee 2.55 and 24 2/3 innings pitched. Will Coral 2.00 and 14 innings pitched. Coral leads them in strikeouts with 21. McEntee has 19. Coral and McEntee each have 2 wins on the mound. The Warriors as a team average 4.1 runs a game. They give up 5.1. The team batting average is .224. Team on base, .338. Team slugging is .270. Team fielding is .930. The team ERA is 4.04. Last season, the Warriors got 16-1 and 10-9 wins over the New London Tigers. That's a closer look at both teams coming into tonight's matchup. New London right now taking their infield, and let's see. I guess we can take a look at the conference standings. I didn't do that yet. Let's take a look at them in the north of the Super Conference. Highlands 8-3, 5-0. Hillcrest Academy 6-6, 3-3. Pekin is 5-6, 4-2. Louisa Muscatine 4-7, 3-3. Winfield Mountain Union 3-9, 3-3. Wapello's 1-9, 1-5. Lone Tree is 4-8, 1-5. In the South Division, where both these teams call home. Mediapolis, 15-1, 8-0. They're ranked highly in Class 2A. Central East, 10-2, 4-2. Burlington Notre Dame, 7-5, 6-3. Van Buren County, 6-8, 2-4. West Burlington, 6-5, 2-5. New London is 10-6, 3-4, and Danville's 0-11, 0-6. That was the overall record, followed by the conference record. Other action around the Super Conference tonight in the South Division. New London right here to take on our Warriors. Mediapolis playing 2 at Danville in a makeup game and a regularly scheduled game. Highland is at Central Lee. West Burlington is at Burlington Notre Dame. In the North, Highland is at Central Lee, like I said already. Hillcrest Academy is at Wapello. Lone Tree is at Pekin. Winfield Mountain Union is at Louisa Muscatine. All right, let's get to these starting lineups before we try to squeeze in our last break here in the Warrior pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed. We will, Eric, you want to take New London since you broke them down? You want to go through their starting lineup, and I'll take the Warriors.
Yep, leading off is their pitcher, Memphis Watson, as we mentioned earlier, hitting .510. Hitting number 2 is a freshman who plays second base, Gavin Strawhecker. Third is Gavin Menke Bailey, a senior, and will play shortstop. In the 4 spot is Kyle Rygard. He'll play third base, a junior. In the 5 spot, Tate Welcher is the catcher, a senior. Gage Burden plays center, also a senior. Sully Barron will play first base and a senior. Israel Lemley in right field is a 10th grader. And then in the final spot, Owen Swenson, a freshman, is DHing for Westerbeck, who will play left field. And Westerbeck is a junior as well. So running him down again, Watson, Strawhecker, Menke Bailey, Rygard, Welcher, Burden, Barron, Lemley, and Swenson, Severson hitting for Westerbeck.
All right, that's the lineup for the Tigers. Let's take a look at the Warriors lineup here tonight. Leading off is number 1, Aiden McEntee, a senior playing left field. Batting second is number 7, Leo Urach, a freshman at second base. Batting third is number 3, Isaac Leffler, a senior at third base. In the cleanup spot is number 14, Isaiah Meek, a senior at first base. Batting fifth is number 2, Kinnick Miller, a sophomore at shortstop. Batting sixth will be the DH, number 9, Will Coral, sophomore. He'll be hitting for number 8, Aiden Cooper, the junior, who is on the mound for Van Buren County. Batting 7th is number 11, Eli McKinney, a junior in center field. Batting 8th is number 17, Caden Simmons, a junior behind the plate doing the catching. And in the 9th spot, number 13, Blaine Benjamin, his last game of the season for the Warriors, as he's got to report to his National Guard obligation tomorrow. He'll be in right field tonight. He is a senior. Running it down for the Warriors, once again, McEntee, Urach, Leffler, Meek, Millard, Coral for Cooper, McKinney, Simmons, and Benjamin. That's a look at the starting lineups tonight, and I got to get a sponsor in because I know I got one for them. Starting lineups brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, largest building material supplier in Dowd's. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. The first pitch time will be sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home. All the innings brought to you by Smithburg Automotive 1 through 7 if necessary. And New London right now finishing up their infield. I think we can probably squeeze in another 3-minute break as we got to introduce the starting lineups yet on the field for the fans, and then we got to do the national anthem. So we'll squeeze in another 3-minute break here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show. When we come back, we'll be that much closer to first pitch here, getting set for boys high school varsity baseball for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. New London Tigers in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Back with you in 3 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more on the pregame show after this 3-minute break.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook. We've been through the breakdown, been through the starting lineups, which are getting introduced by longtime PA announcer and contributor to Warrior Sports, Mr. David Kirchner, alongside us in the Kissling press box right now. So we're getting closer to first pitch here. National anthem still to come. One more thing we're going to do here in the pregame show is take a look at the pitching matchup, and I'm going to let Eric lead off here as he broke down New London, so I'm going to give him the pitching matchup. He'll take a look at Memphis Watson, then he'll pass it back to me, and I'll take a look at the Warriors starter tonight, Aiden Cooper.
Thanks, Shan. Memphis Watson is a senior. He started 2 games and appeared in a total of 4. He's 1-2 with 1 save. He's pitched 15 1/3 innings with 235 pitches. He's got a batting average against of .203. He's given up 15 hits, 9 runs, all earned. He's walked 6. He's hit 6 and struck out 11 with an ERA of 4.11 and a whip of 1.37. If that's a term you're not familiar with, whip is walks and hits per inning, and just another good measure of how often a pitcher either puts guys on base or keeps them off, and 1.37 is not bad.
All right, that's who the Warriors will be facing tonight, Memphis Watson. For the Warriors, on the mound is number 8, Aiden Cooper, junior, pitcher/infielder. He has pitched in 2 games, started them both, has a 1-1 record without a save, 7 1/3 innings pitched, 131 total pitches, 38 official at-bats against him with a .211 average. He's given up 8 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned, 4 walks, 5 hit batters, 5 strikeouts. Cooper's ERA is 6.68. His whip, or walks plus hits per innings pitched, is 1.64. That is a look at the pitching matchup tonight. Any pitching changes, I'll throw that one in here right away, throughout the course of the game will be brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Warriors getting introduced right now. I believe the national anthem will come. We got time for another probably 2-minute break here in the pregame show. And when we come back, we'll have first pitch in this matchup tonight between the New London Tigers and the Van Buren County Warriors. Boys High School Varsity Baseball from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua here at Perkins Field. We're up here in the Kissling press box getting ready to call it for you. Let's take one more 2-minute break to finish up the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook. First pitch when we come back. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball streaming live on the Atumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 2 minutes.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Atumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here to finish up the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds, Keosauqua. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook. Eric, I think we, and Jeff, I think we got through everything that we wanted to here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, so that'll just about complete that. Warriors on the field taking their final infield. Aiden Cooper, the righty on the mound, taking his final warm-up tosses to catcher Caden Simmons. One thing we should mention, Warrior Baseball player from a couple years ago, Jackson Manning. Wanted to make sure the viewers and listeners heard this. He's committed to Illinois State. He went to DMAC to play a couple years. He did well enough there to be looked at, and he committed to Illinois State, the Redbirds, I think, to play Division I baseball. So a big congratulations to Jackson Manning. Also for New London, I know AJ wanted us to get this in, Memphis Watson, and you mentioned it, in the top 2, 33 stolen bases. Tate Welcher, their catcher, is up there in the top 2, maybe first as well, second, as far as throwing runners out. So, guys, just, what jumps out to you there, you're going to have to be careful when you run, and they're going to have to be careful when they get on base because they like to run. So, got to watch those two things tonight.
Yeah, and a big part of the game this year has been when Isaac Leffler gets on, he's going to take a base as well. Isaac's got 18 steals on the year.
Yeah, and it looks like New London likes to do that as well.
Yep, and when you got a catcher that can throw guys out, it always makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, Eric, of course, jump in whenever, and Jeff, but especially when a ball goes this way, down the right field line, a little bit blocked from my view, I'll handle the ones going this way, so jump in on one that I can't see you peeking around the camera here, and Jeff, of course, jump in whenever. Jeff's a longtime hitting coach for Beloit College. Interesting to see some of his takes tonight on what some of the hitters for New London are doing in their successful approaches, the .330 batting average. So, Jeff, feel free, jump in anytime. I know the listeners love to have your input.
Yeah, .330 is very impressive.
All right, here we go. Memphis Watson in there. Here comes Aiden Cooper, and we are underway. That one skips past the catcher. First pitch time, 7:21 tonight. It's 1-0. to the leadoff hitter, number 11, Memphis Watson, a senior who's on the mound tonight. Watson, an impressive 5'10", in there from the left side on the year. Game time conditions, 83, humidity 54%, wind southwest at 7 miles per hour. Cooper ready again, here he comes. Line towards right center, McKinney back, he's under it, and he'll make the play. Good contact, but not rewarded for it as McKinney back there to make the catch for the first out of the game on 2 pitches. Watson flies to center, 1 out.
Good jump by Eli McKinney on that ball. It was hit pretty well to center, not too deep, got back on it, got settled, made an easy catch.
Up next for New London in the second spot is number 7, Gavin Strawhacker, the freshman at second baseman. 378 for Gavin on the year. In there from the right side, Cooper's ready. Here he comes. Low on a fastball. 1-0 to Strawhacker. Warrior defense, left to right, McAtee, McKinney, Benjamin. Third to first, Leffler, Miller, Durock, Meek. Cooper on the mound, Simmons behind the plate. The next pitch inside, did it hit him? No. Strawhacker took a ball 2-0.
Strawhacker's got 17 hits, mostly singles. He's got 1 triple on the year, hitting 378.
Called strike on that next pitch to him. Cooper trying to get back in the count. It's 2-1 now to Strawhacker. Cooper working out of the windup. Here comes the 2-1. Shot the outside corner. Simmons didn't catch it, but it's a called strike to even the count at 2-2. Nice night for a ball game. Maybe our last not so sticky night for a while, as the heat is coming here over the next 4 or 5 days. 2-2 on the way from Cooper. Oh, that plunked him in the shoulder. I believe Strawhacker shakes it off. He'll trot down to first. New London will get their first base runner on the hit by pitch. We'll track those as well. First one from Cooper. So they get a 1-out base runner. Does New London? Up next in the third spot is number 2, Gavin Menke Bailey, senior shortstop. 383 for him on the year. 1 out, 1 on. For the Tigers, quick throw to first. He's back safely. Menke Bailey in there from the right side. Cooper out of the stretch for the first time tonight, coming to the plate. Bounce that one in there. That'll be a wild pitch. There goes Strawhacker down to second. First wild pitch of the night for Cooper. Counts 1-0 to Menke Bailey. High on the next offering from Cooper. 2-0.
You know, when you're facing a team like this that's good hitters, you hate to get down in the count. You know, 2-0, 3-1. Those are hitters' counts, and against a team like this, you might pay for it. 2-0.
He'll spin and throw back to second. Oh, it skipped off of the base runner. Maybe the glove, I don't know, of Urach covering. Didn't get far enough away, though, as Millard there to help with the backup. Runner stays put as they try to throw back behind the runner at second, unsuccessfully.
Clearly a part of the game that the Warriors work on. They have all pretty good moves to both first and second, try to keep runners close.
Cooper ready, the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 to Menke Bailey. New London with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Count 3-0 to the batter, Menke Bailey. At Strawhacker out there at second. The 3-0 is a called strike. Cooper trying to get back into the count here. It's 3-1 now to Gavin Menke Bailey. Go ahead.
Menke Bailey's a senior. He's hitting 383 with 14 RBI. Want to be careful here.
Menke Bailey, the right-handed batter. The 3-1 from Cooper. Popped up on the infield. Millard making the call behind second base a little bit to the left, and he'll make the catch. So there's a big out for the Warriors. Menke Bailey pops out to the shortstop, Millard, second out of the inning. And I'm going to try something new in my scorebook tonight. The pop-outs, I'm going to put a P. The fly-outs, I'll put an F. Listened to the Cubs-Brewers game today, and I heard that. That might be helpful to when we go back through what they've done tonight so far. All right, here's the cleanup man, number 1, Kai Rygaard, junior third baseman, 370 for him in there from the right side. Cooper with 2 outs has a runner at second. That one lined to right field through the hole. In comes Benjamin to charge it. He'll glove, and they'll hold the runner at third. Good play by Benjamin to get it back in quickly. Put Strawhacker to third, Kai Rygaard to first on a single to right.
A little surprised the third base coach held that runner with 2 outs. Should have got a good jump, and it wasn't hit super hard, but maybe a break for the Warriors.
First and third now for New London with 2 outs here, top of the first, as we play from Keosauqua, Iowa, the Ferguson Sports Complex. Here up next is number 4, batting in the 5 spot, Tate Welcher, senior catcher. 378 for him in there from the right side. Fastball outside on the first offering from Cooper. It is 1-0 to the batter. Out of the stretch, Cooper coming to the plate. Too far outside, it's 2-0. So it just appears to me that New London is a good fastball hitting team. You make a mistake, leave one over the plate, their bats are right on it, just from what I can see of it from Watson, and then that last hit by that pitch, a called strike. 2-1 to Welcher, and that other good contact on the hit from Rygard.
Yeah, they're certainly zoned in, and they've done it all year.
That pitch swung on, soft liner. Can Miller get it? No, he dives, can't get it. It squeaks out into left field. Score a run. That'll be a hit. As Strawhacker scores on the plate, give Welcher an RBI single.
A really good effort by Kinnick Millard out there, just outside the reach of his glove. He might have even got a little bit on it. It was a looping soft line drive to the hole between shortstop and third.
So it's 1-0 New London. That pitch fouled back by number 9, Gage Burden. 0-1 to count to him. Burden in the 6th spot. Like I said, number 9, he's a senior, playing center field. 3-12 for him in there from the right side to face Cooper. 0-1 to count to the batter. New London with 2 outs. They've scored a run, runners at first and second. Cooper is ready, checks the runner at second. That pitch, and it went through the catcher. I think it caught the ump. Looks okay, though, but I think the Warriors caught a break as he probably stopped that one. Pitch was a ball. 1-1 the count to Burden. Cooper's 1-1. A little high. 2-1 right now. I've got 20 pitches, just checking with you to see Cooper here getting through the 2 outs in the first inning. He needs another out. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss. As Burden behind that one, and Cooper draws even with him at 2-2.
So we've talked about before, 2-2, let's pitch a decision here and not get to that full count.
Rygard at second, Welcher at first. Cooper to the plate. Too low to Burden, and it's 3-2.
New London runners will be in motion on this pitch.
Sully Barron on deck for the Tigers. Cooper ready. Here comes the payoff. And a called strike 3 outside part of the plate. The Warriors get out of that jam without any farther damage. Caught looking as Burden, 3rd out of the inning. Sully Barron will lead off in the 7th spot when New London bats in the 2nd. That's Aiden Cooper's first strikeout of the game, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. So New London gets a run on 2 hits. There were no errors. They leave 2 on base. 23 pitches for Cooper to get through the first. And after a half inning of play, the Tigers lead the Warriors 1-0. We'll take let's try a 1-minute break to start here, and then we'll come back. Warriors coming to the plate for the first time in the bottom of the first. After this 60-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Keosauqua, Iowa. Perkins Field, bottom of the first. We go. New London leads 1-0. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left in their half, the top half of the first. It'll be McAtee, Urach, Leffler, the 3 due up to face Memphis Watson, the hurler, for the Tigers. He's a right-hander. McAtee in there from the left side. Here comes the first offering to him. Taken for a ball by Aiden. 1-0 the count to McAtee, wears number 1, a senior playing left field tonight. McAtee on the season is 205. And I can look back and see what the Warriors did in their the next offering is a called strike to McAtee, 1-1. I can look back and see what they did in their last complete game against Mediapolis. McAtee 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. The throw back from the catcher gets away from Watson, second baseman. Strawhacker in to help out. Watson ready. McAtee takes a fastball high and away.
You know, Aiden's average is 205 this year, but he's got an on-base percentage that's pushing 400, 392. It's got 10 walks and 2 hit by pitch. So,
swing and a miss by McAtee on the next offering from Watson. Count even at 2-2.
He's done a pretty good job in the leadoff spot of getting on base, and
yeah, that on-base percentage is probably what's keeping him there.
Yeah.
2-2 from Watson. McAtee fouls it off, left side, out of play. We'll do it again from 2-2.
That's a good spoil by Aiden. Pitch on the outside part of the plate, fouled it off, and gets another shot.
New London's defense in the outfield, Westerbeck, Burden, and Lemley. Infield, third to first, Rygard, Menke Bailey, Strawhacker, Barron. Welcher behind the plate, Watson on the mound. He's ready. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss by McAtee. Watson sets him down on the swinging strikeout. First out of the inning, first strikeout of the night for Memphis Watson.
Second baseman, number 7, Leo Urach.
Up next for the Warriors is number 7, Leo Urach, the freshman second baseman. 286 for Leo on the year. He bats in the 2-hole tonight from the right side. Watson's ready, coming to him. A little bit of a sidearm action on that one, low and outside to Urach. It's 1-0. Watson ready, the 1-0. A little high and outside to Urach. It's 2-0. New London defense in the outfield, I would call it about straightaway, medium depth. Infield where you'd expect him as well. Watson has his pitch. He kicks and fires on a 2-0. A called strike to Urach. 2-1. Watson winds and deals. A called strike. Maybe a little high and in, but umpire says that was good enough. It's 2-2.
That's a tough pitch to hit on your hands and up like that, so not surprised Leo stayed.
2-2, low and outside. A good check of his swing. He did not go. Full up now, 3-2 to Leo Urach, freshman second baseman for Van Buren County.
A late appeal to the first base ump, and he saw the same thing. No swing.
The payoff from Watson to Urach is high and outside. Urach draws a base on ball. Warriors get a one-out base runner. First walk issued of the night by Memphis Watson. And up next for the Warriors in the 3 spot is number 3, Isaac Leffler, senior third baseman. 405 for Leffler on the year. I can look back. Urach was 0 for 4, reached on a fielder's choice, had an RBI last Friday against Mediapolis. Leffler was 1 for 3, a double, reached on a fielder's choice, had a run scored. First pitch to him, bounced on the infield. Gloved and stopped by the third baseman, but it falls out of his glove, and that'll be an infield hit. Right? I'm going to score that a hit for Leffler. Infield hit. He'll go to first. Urach to second. 2 on with 1 out now. First hit given up by Watson. 2 on and 1 out for the Warriors. In the cleanup spot is number 14, Isaiah Meek, senior first baseman. Meek on the year 265. He's in there from the left side. He'll ground one on to second. Oh, it's bobbled. They'll try to go to first. Meek will beat it. That'll be an E4. Meek will reach on the air. Everybody else moves up 90. Urach to third. Leffler to second. First error of the night for New London. I was going to say Meek was 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI against Mediapolis last Friday. Here's Kinnick Millard. He was 1 for 4 with a single against Meepo. Up next for the Warriors in the 5 spot is number 2, Kinnick Millard, sophomore shortstop. For Millard on the year, 205. He's in there from the right side. Watson up to 14 pitches. The Warriors have him loaded with 1 out for Kinnick Millard.
Leffler's got a good lead at second.
First pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tip. Makes it a dead ball. It got past the catcher all the way to the backstop. 0-1 to Millard.
That soft ground ball that Isaiah hit really put the pressure on the second baseman. He got a little urgent. And
it did. I think he was going to try to get the lead, the runner at second, and then I think Meek would have beat it out at first for a fielder's choice, but he's on the air, and so is Leffler on at second after that error. Fouled off, third base side. by Millard, and it's quickly 0-2 to Kinnick. Runners out there, RBI opportunity. As Eric and Jeff, you know this is one of the most important parts of the game, hits with runners in scoring position.
Yep, gotta knock them in
Once
when they're
there, you got to get them in. Watson's ready. He's working out of the stretch. To Millard he comes. Swing and a miss. Millard goes down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning and the second strikeout for Memphis Watson. So they're loaded now with 2 outs for the DH. Will Coral. Where's number 9? He's a sophomore. In the 6th spot, he's batting for number 8, the pitcher, Aiden Cooper, who is a junior. Coral from the left side took a called strike. 0-1 to count to the batter. Warriors need a big hit here.
Yep, 2 outs, bases loaded.
Drive in a couple, play with the lead tonight.
Big opportunity for Will.
Watson ready. Here comes the offering to Coral. Chopped foul, first base side. Quickly 0-2. The last 2 batters quickly 0-2 to him. Watson's working ahead here to the Warrior batters.
And they don't really want to throw the ball back to him. A little bit of crisscross with the pitcher. He's got the ball and is ready to go now.
So it's 0-2 to the Warrior DH, number 9 sophomore Will Coral. Seen Coral in left field on the mound at first. He's DHing tonight. Watson's ready, the 0-2 to Coral. Lined over the second baseman into right field. There's a big RBI hit for the Warriors. Score 1 run. Here comes number 2. Ball coming back into the cutoff man. First and third for the Warriors, but that hit by Will Coral give him 2 RBIs on the play, and it's a 2 RBI single. Move Isaiah Meek all the way around to third. Score Leo Urach and Isaac Leffler on the play. Warriors lead at 2-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Will got a really good pitch to hit on 0-2. Pitcher left it up, and Coral did a nice job. Hard, solid line drive into right center field. Scores 2.
Here's Eli McKinney. Runners at first and third with 2 out. Warriors have tallied twice here in the bottom of the first. Watson coming to him. And McKinney took a called strike. 0-1. McKinney batting in the 7th spot. Number 11, he's a junior. Playing center field. 156 for him on the season. What did he do against Mediapolis? He was 0-for-1 last Friday. Warriors have not played much baseball this week. Tried to play a game at West Burlington on Tuesday. Didn't make it through 2 innings. 4 thunderstorms moved in. The pitch to McKinney's taken for a ball. 1-1. Jeff, anything that stuck out to you on that hit by Will Coral and the nice 2-strike approach there?
He did a good job of staying on the ball and hitting it into right center field for a base hit. Timely hitting.
McKinney, liner to first, caught on a short hop, so the first baseman goes over and tags the base for the out. McKinney retired 3 unassisted, third out of the inning. Caden Simmons in the 8th spot, a lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the bottom of the second. But the Warriors tally 2 on 2 hits. There was 1 error by New London. The Warriors end up leaving 2 on base. 23 pitches for Watson to get through the bottom of the first. After 1 inning is complete, it's 2-1. Van Buren County with the lead. Come on back for more Warrior baseball in the top of the second. After this 30-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All that made possible by the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you from Keosauqua, Iowa, the Ferguson Sports Complex here at Perkins Field, going to the top of the second. Warriors lead 2-1. 7, 8, and 9 due up for New London. This is number 26, Sully Barron. First pitch from Cooper inside, and they say it nicked him. So on the first pitch of the inning, Sully Barron is hit by a pitch. New London gets the leadoff man on. Second batter hit by Cooper. Barron was batting .250 on the year.
If you're going to take a hit by pitch, that's the one to take. It barely drew Jersey, I think, so those don't hurt too much.
Here's number 19 in the 8th spot, Israel Lemley, sophomore right fielder. A called strike on the first offering to him, 0-1 from Aiden Cooper. Lemley, no average on the year coming into play tonight. He's in there from the right side, so was Buren, who got hit by the pitch. Cooper to the plate. That one bounced to third. Leffler will knock it down, and it'll roll over to Millard. No play. He throws it anyway. Meek does a good job to block that and save a base from the runner at second. Infield hit there, guys?
I think so.
Yeah. Yep. So Lemley, with an infield single, pushes Buren to second. Lemley on at first. Third hit of the night given up by Cooper. And New London with runners at first and second with nobody out here after just 3 pitches in the bottom of the second. Westerbeck in there. He'll square to bunt. Bunt it foul. Back to the screen. A little bit to our left. 0-1. The count. So where's the DH? That's not the way that it was in the scoring or in the lineup card. I don't know. Square to bunt. Did he foul it? Yeah, runners stay put. So we were given, it's 0-2 to the batter. We were given a lineup card that had 3 Owen Severson DHing here in this spot for number 8, Cale Westerbeck. But Westerbeck's in there right now, and number 11, Memphis Watson, in the on-deck circle. So
they must have scratched
the DH is the only thing that, I can think of. Runners at first and second for New London. Nobody out. 0-2 to the batter, Westerbeck. Here comes Cooper. Breaking ball. Ooh, just missed it a little high. 1-2.
Isaiah Meek, the first baseman, is on the infield grass still, even with 2 strikes. Isaac Leffler's even with the bag at third.
Swing and a miss. Cooper sets down the number 9 batter, Westerbeck, swinging on strikes. First out of the inning. That strikeout brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Cooper's second strikeout of the night. Turn the lineup over to number 11, Memphis Watson, the senior pitcher. He flied to his right center, flew out to McKinney his first time up. Watson dangerous at 5'10" on the year, in there from the left side. Cooper rides the runner at second. He's coming to Watson. Took a called strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and with Watson's speed, you'd like a double play to end this inning, but he's stolen 33 bases so far this year, so he's going to be tough to double up.
Cooper's next offering. Missed just a little outside, according to the home plate umpire there. So
just
a little motion outside to the left, so it's 1-1. And we got a courtesy runner. That's number 6. He's going to run for
this must be the catcher.
Sully Barron, the first baseman.
Number 6, Corbin Jenkins, running for the runner at
second
base. Jenkins.
Corbin Jenkins is a senior. He's out there at second now. And I thought the courtesy runners were just pitcher and catcher. So is that a...
I think there's a re-entry rule.
Okay. There is a re-entry rule, but yeah, so they'll have to use the re-entry for that. That one, line to left on the left field line, foul. Count to Watson now 1-2. Yeah, no re-entry rule used if it's the catcher or the pitcher on a courtesy runner. So now that since it is not, Barron was the first baseman. They'll have to let him if they want him to go play first again. They'll have to re-enter.
And I would bet we'll see him back.
I think so. All right, 1-2 to Watson, first and second for New London with 1 out. Big strikeout would be good here. Cooper to the plate, fouled off again down the left field line. Stays in play, but foul. We'll do it again from 1-2.
Watson's a bit of a slapper as a hitter. And so
slasher, slapper,
going to be tough to strike out. He clearly wants to put bat on ball.
Yeah, he's going to have to fool him real well to get him a strikeout. I agree with you. Here comes the next pitch. Bounced to first. Ooh, a bad hop. Meek knocks it down. Nobody's covering first, and he won't have a play. Score that an infield hit.
I think you have to.
So Watson on at first. Everybody else moves up 90, as I wrote the courtesy runner in the wrong spot.
That's a tough play. Ground ball that draws left-hander Isaiah Meek to the hole. Nobody covering, bases loaded.
A pitch, bounce, foul, third base line. Leffler picks it up in foul territory. to kill it. 0-1 to Strawhacker, who was hit by a pitch, scored the first run for New London. 2 hits given up in the inning by the Warriors. Strawhacker, 378 on the year from the right side. A bouncer on the infield to Lurok. He's going to come home to Simmons. And this was a tag. No, it wasn't. The bases were loaded. That was a force play, and they say Simmons off the plate. Put Strawhacker on a fielder's choice. He was not on the plate, I guess, right? Strawhacker on the fielder's choice. Give him an RBI. Score courtesy runner Jenkins on the play and move everybody else up 90 feet. Lemley to third, Watson to second. Strawhacker on at first. So we're tied at 2 here in the top of the second. Menke Bailey in there now. That one, wild pitch, skips by Simmons. Cooper covers. The runner will slide in safely. Number 3. That was Severson scoring on the play, and my book is messed
No, that
up.
was Lemley.
Yeah, but that was that was 3 who just walked back to the dugout. He must be pinched. He must have pinch ran for Lemley. He scored. Everybody else moves up. Second and third now on the scored on the wild pitch. Cooper ready. The pitch to the batter. Things are getting messy. Called strike. And the count is 1-1 to Menke Bailey, who popped out to short his first time up in there from the right side. That pitch missed. 2-1. So the Strawhacker fielder's choice with an RBI makes it 2-1. Here comes Cooper again outside. 3-1 to Menke Bailey, and then the wild pitch scores Severson, who must have been courtesy running.
That walk doesn't hurt you much.
No.
Loads the bases back up. You know, Strawhacker's 378 hitter with a bunch of RBI.
Menke Bailey draws a walk.
Got the force back on now.
Cooper's first walk issued, a force everywhere. Cooper's given up 4 hits now and 3 runs. Here's Kai Rygard outside on the first pitch to him. 1-0. Rygard is single stranded on the bases his first time up. 370 on the year for him, right side. He's in there from the right side. Cooper to the plate.
Fouled out of play, yep. Down the right field line. Well out of play.
1-1 to Rygard. New London leads 3-2 here. They scored once in the first, twice in the second. Here in the second, Strawhacker fielder's choice with an RBI made it 2-2. Then a wild pitch. Severson scored to make it 3-2. That one, Meek, a nice play. Nobody at second. He's going to try to come home. They do get the force. Nice play. He looked at second, then thought about first, and then came home quickly. And Watson retired. That's the second out of the inning on a 3-2 putout. Everybody else will move up, and Rygard will reach on a fielder's choice. So Strawhacker to third, Menke Bailey to second, Rygard to first on the fielder's choice. He does get, no RBI on that. Good play by the Warriors to get the second out of the inning. Here's number 4, Tate Welcher, senior catcher. He had a RBI single his first time up, takes a fastball high and outside. 1-0 to Welcher. New London runners still all over the bases, but with 2 outs, they lead 3-2. That one a called strike to Welcher, 1-1. A lot of stuff being thrown at us here in this inning. Cooper out of the stretch. He's ready again. The 1-1 is on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Welcher. He's 378 on the year. Cooper would like nothing more to set him down on a strikeout here and get out of the jam.
Leave those bases full.
2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Breaking ball, and he landed a beauty. Welcher doesn't like it, but that was a great pitch. Caught looking is Welcher. Third out of the inning. Burden will lead off for New London when they bat in the top of the third. So in the second inning, top of the second for New London, they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors by the Warriors, and they leave a couple. I had 26 pitches for Cooper to get through the second. He's up to a game total of 49. So we've played an inning and a half. New London leads 3-2. Come on back after this 30-second break. The Warriors will come to the plate in the bottom of the second looking to tie it up or take the lead. You're listening to Warrior Baseball and viewing on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for the bottom of the second after this 30-second break.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, alongside Eric and Jeff Peterson and Mr. David Kirchner, my cameraman, on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back with you here from Keosauqua, Iowa, the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field, up here in the Kissling Press Box. We're headed to the bottom of the second. New London leads now 3-2. New London tallied 1 in the first. Warriors answered with 2 to make it 2-1. New London answers with 2 to make it 3-2. Called strike to number 17, Caden Simmons, batting in the 8th spot, the junior catcher. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Warriors. This is Simmons at .500 on the year and limited at bats. Breaking ball lands right over the heart of the plate by Watson. Quickly 0-2 to Simmons. So just to recap, New London got 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They left 3. The bases were loaded, as Eric pointed out to me. Bounced to third by Simmons. It's misplayed off the glove. A long throw. They won't get Simmons. He's on those state relay teams. Not a chance. So Simmons will reach, I think that one's an E5. I think he makes it clean. Good throw will get him. Simmons will reach on the air. Second error of the night, New London. So the Warriors with their leadoff man on here in the bottom of the second. This is number 13, Blaine Benjamin, in the 9th spot, the senior right fielder. Benjamin 0.77 on the year. He's played some good defense out there from in right field for the Warriors, had a couple of key hits as well. This will be his last game with the Warriors this year. He's off to his National Guard commitment after tonight's game. Watson coming to him. Benjamin had to duck out of the way as that was well high and in. 1-0 to Blaine. Simmons down there at first. Watson out of the stretch. Coming to the plate. Foul back at us to the right into the fence. Count even at 1-1 to Blaine Benjamin, Warrior right fielder.
Last couple of games, I've noticed Blaine has worked on his trigger. As you can see, he's getting that front foot up in the air a little bit to get ready. He was a little behind early in the year.
Blaine took a called strike to make the count 1-2.
That's a tough pitch inside part of the plate.
Yeah, can't really do much with that except take it or foul it off. He had a strike to burn, so he took it. Now the count 1-2 to him. Watson a pause out of the stretch. Eyes his catcher. Here he comes. Breaking ball. Oh, and did it hit him on the elbow? Boy, it was a breaking ball. Look, I don't think the catcher doesn't think it hit him, but the home plate umpire says otherwise. So Benjamin on the hit by pitch will go down to first, push Simmons to second. That's the first batter hit by Memphis Watson. Must have just grazed him. So 2 on, nobody out for the Warriors as top of the order now. McAtee struck out his first time on the year, 205 for Aiden, and they're from the left side. Watson out of the stretch, coming to McAtee. A bunt right back to the pitcher. He'll glove and go to third. They'll get the force over there. So the Warrior runners will still be at first and second, but New London gets an out. McAtee will reach on a fielder's choice.
1-5 for the put out at third.
Simmons the first out of the inning on the force at third, moved Benjamin to second. So first and second with 1 out now for the Warriors. Here's Leo Urach, number 7, freshman, second baseman. 286 for the Warriors on the year. Memphis Watson out of the stretch. A couple of looks back there at Benjamin. They're playing games with each other. Pitches a called strike to Urach, 0-1. He drew a walk, scored the first Warrior run.
McAtee on that sacrifice attempt got the butt down, but it was just a little too much to the pitcher.
Yeah, it could have been a little more to the side maybe. Yep. I want a called strike, and maybe an inside pitch didn't have to be, but it's called that way. Quickly 0-2 to Urach.
That's that pitch. He's been consistent on it. It's the inside part of the plate, right on the hands.
Yep.
Tough pitch to hit.
Watson ready. He'll lift the left leg. Here comes the 0-2. Bounced to third. Gloved, thrown over to first. It's dropped by the first baseman. Safe. That'll be an E3? Good enough throw for him to make a play on that?
I think so.
So Urach on the E3. Move everybody up. Benjamin to third. McAtee to second. Second error of the inning. Third of the game on New London.
We just talked about that inside pitch. Leo did a nice job to bring his hands in and get bat on ball on that one.
Low and outside to Leffler, 1-0. I was just going to say, here's the man you want up at the plate if you're the Warriors.
Yep.
With one out with the bases loaded. Isaac Leffler singled, scored the Warriors' second run. 4:05 for him on the year. From the right side against the righty Watson, who's coming to him. Isaac sends one to center. Center fielder towards right center. He won't get there. It's past him. Runners on the move. Benjamin scores. He can't. And here comes the second run. Throw to the plate. It can't be held by the catcher. McAtee touched and now they got runners.
Get back. Nobody's
Isaac's telling the runner to move to third. Here comes Watson. He went to get it. Throw over to third. Did he miss him? No. Warrior runners were trapped in a rundown after the throw got by the catcher. Watson, the pitcher, went to get it, and he tried to chase Leffler, who pushed the runner from second over, and they throw over and get Urach. That'll be 1-5 on the putout there. He's the second out of the inning. You can score Benjamin and McAtee on the play. So here in the bottom of the second, the Warriors take a 4-3 lead.
Good job of hitting by Isaac Leffler.
And Leffler, what do you credit him with? A single, took second on the throw.
Yep, and two RBI.
2 RBIs. So the Warriors get a couple. And they got Leffler picked off. Throw behind him. And they throw it to third. I didn't get the number of the players on the putout there. 1,
6, 3,
6,
5.
5.
Yep. 1-6-5.
1-6-5 on the putout if you score along with us at home. Leffler's the third out of the inning. Isaiah Meek will lead off when the Warriors bat in the bottom of the third. But the Warriors get a couple on just one hit. It was a 2 RBI single by Leffler. There were a couple of errors by New London. And the Warriors leave nobody. So, after 2 are complete. It's 4-3. Warriors with the lead. 2 runs on a hit, 2 errors, nobody left for the Warriors. I had 13 pitches.
Yes.
For Watson to get through the second, a game total of 36. We'll take a 30-second break. Come on back for the top of the third. New London will be at bat once again. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemlo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Atemlo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more baseball in 30 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemlo Radio Group Sports Network.
First pitch of the inning, fly to right. Benjamin in to his left. He's under it. He's got it. On one pitch from Cooper, Gage Burden, flies to right. First out of the inning, Burden 0 for 2 on the night. It's 6, 7, 8 in the order for New London. That was Burden flying out to right. This is number 26, Sully Barron, in the 7th spot, senior first baseman. Hit by a pitch, scored a run in the second. Right-handed batter against the righty Cooper, outside on a fastball.
You know, to wrap up the bottom of the second, you take 2 outs at third base. There's an old adage, never make the first or third out at third. It's tough to do that. Got a big inning.
Soft liner to Meek, gets by him. Urach gloves it. Nobody on first. The pitcher coming over. Cooper, they'll throw it by him. Runner's safe. And that's probably an infield hit. I would score that one.
Yep, base hit.
So Sully Barron, give him a single. He's on at first with 1 out.
It's been a couple of those kind of seeing eye singles between first and second. Tough play. Pitcher was a little bit late. Both Urach and Meek were wrapped up in trying to catch the ground ball. Nice play by Leo.
Cooper's ready. That pitch by number 3. Severson gloved at short. They'll go to second. So there was Severson batting in for Lemley. That's not the. I don't know what's going on with their lineup. Not what they sent us. Severson will reach on a fielder's choice. He's apparently in the 8th spot. Force out of Sully Barron, 6-4 at second, is the second out of the inning. And this is a called strike to number 8, Westerbeck.
That was a good pitch by Cooper.
0-1. So originally they had Westerbeck DHing for, or Severson DHing for Westerbeck in the 9th spot, but that's not the way. Chopped foul towards the Warrior dugout, 0-2. It's not the way they're sending him to the plate. I haven't seen Lemley. I think maybe Severson DHing for Lemley, possibly.
Maybe.
In the 8th spot. Pitches a ball to the batter. 1-2. That's the only thing I can think of is Severson DHing for Lemley in the 8th spot, and Westerbeck's hitting for himself in the 9th spot. Anyways, this is Westerbeck in there from the left side, 1-2. Cooper coming to him high and outside. Because, Mr. Kirchner gave me the lineup card, and they had it kind of written out funny. They didn't really tell you who the DH was for. I guess it could have been 8 or 9, and it appears to be the 8th spot. Lined over Millard. That'll be a hit towards left center for Westerbeck. Give him a single. So you can push Severson over to second. Westerbeck on at first. Second hit of the inning.
Watson.
It's the 6th hit given up by Cooper. Van Buren County leads at 4-3. New London has out-hit them now, 6-3. But New London has 3 errors to help the Warriors. Cooper coming to Watson. He'll drill that one. That one probably going to get over McKinney. No, did he drop it? Oh, I thought he had it in the right center field gap. Score 1. Here comes the throw home by Urach to Simmons. It's a 2 RBI double by Watson. He's on at second. You can score Severson and Westerbeck on the play here in the top of the 3rd. New London takes the lead back. Back at 4th we go at 5-4. So Watson has a 2 RBI double. Up next is number 7, Gavin Strawhacker, freshman, second baseman. That should be a balk on, as it was fumbled, as Cooper tried to go into the windup. And ball went up into the air. He caught it, but yeah, that's a balk on the pitcher. So send Watson to third on the balk by Cooper. Strawhacker in there from the right side. Cooper coming to him. Ooh, did that clip him? It did. Barely grazed him again. Another hit batter. Strawhacker will go to first and third with 2 outs. That's the 3rd hit batter of the game for Cooper.
That's one of those where baseball's a game of inches like so many sports. 2 outs, 2 on, a ball that McKinney had a pretty good look on and may have got a glove on, and 2 runs in, runners on first and second. And
yeah, I thought he had it in that right center field gap originally, but it fell. Not sure if he tipped it or not. That was tough to see. We're looking through a chain-link fence, and that's way out there with not a lot of backdrop in the outfield, so a tough one. But anyways, end result, 1st and 3rd for New London with 2 outs. Pitch to the batter. That one's lined out towards McKinney in center. He's in. Did he catch it? No, they're saying safe. I think he might have caught that. But the base umpire says no, it'll score a run. Watson on the play scores on the single, moves Strawhacker to second. Menke Bailey on to first with a hit. Fourth hit of the inning, third run of the inning, and New London leads 6-4. Pitch to the batter, fouled off to our right. Kai Reigard, 0-1 to him. Menke Bailey, now he had an RBI there. New London with a runners at first and second. Second, Strawhecker first, Menke Bailey, 0-1 to Reigard. He's 1 for 2 with a single and reached on a fielder's choice on the night. 370 on the year, right-handed batter. Cooper just taking a pause on the mound. I got a lot of action here in 13 pitches for him. Here comes number 14. Breaking ball too far outside. 1-1 to Reigard. So that sixth run for New London comes on the Menke Bailey RBI single. Cooper to the plate, swung on, fouled off right below us.
As we thought at the beginning of the game, this is a very disciplined team at the plate. They hit strikes. They don't chase many pitches.
Well, we're in the like you said, we're in the third, and we're the third time through the order here. So yeah, they're doing some good at the plate. Cooper is ready. The 1-2. It's 2-2 now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Scoreboard says 2-2. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Okay. Count even at 2-2, Cooper. That one fouled off the batter in the batter's box. We'll do it again from 2-2. New London has tallied 3 here. They were down 4-3 to start this inning, now lead 6-4. We're in the top of the third from Keosauqua, Iowa, Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field. Count 2-2 to the batter. There are 2 outs in the inning. Cooper's ready. Here he comes. Line, back up the middle. That one going to get through into center for a base hit. Runner from second will go to third. Oh, and it gets by McKinney. He misplays it. That's going to be an E8. No RBI as they were stopping that runner. What's that? RBI. Really? Yeah. He was stopping at third. No. So, score Strawhacker on the play. Menke Bailey moves up to third. Give Kai Reigard, I guess, an RBI single. Fourth run of the inning on the fifth hit. New London leads it 7-4. In there now is number 4, Tate Welcher. He rips one, caught by Leffler on a line drive at third to put a L for a line out on that one. Welcher is the third out of the inning. They bat around. Burden will lead off for New London when they bat in the fourth. But a messy inning for the Warriors. New London gets 4 runs on, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 4 runs on 5 hits. Give an error to McKinney on that one in center field.
Yep.
Okay. Warriors had an error. New London leaves them. Leaves 2?
2, yep.
Okay. Let's get that to you one more time. 4 runs on 5 hits. An error by the Warriors. New London leaves 2. They've left 7 on base. The Warriors have left 2. 19 pitches for Cooper to get through a messy third inning. He's up to a game total of 68. After 2.5, New London leads 7-4. Take a 30-second break. Come on back for the Warriors half, the bottom half of the third. After this 30-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Autumnal Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Isaiah Meek bounces one, or sharp grounder to third. Was dropped by the first baseman over there. Meek's going to reach.
E3.
E3 on a bad throw. Warriors get the lead off. Or I should say, well, it was a little bit of a low throw, not handled by the first baseman.
Yeah,
so
he could have gloved that, though. It got to him in the air.
Warriors get the leadoff man on. It's 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Meek, Millard, and the DH Coral for Cooper. Throw to first. Meek is back.
This is a big...
Meek on the night has reached both times on an air. Millard is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
A big inning for the Warriors. They've answered each time the Tigers have jumped up on them, so time to get back on it.
Watson out of the stretch. Millard sends a fly ball to left center. Center fielder and left fielder converging. Center fielder underneath it. That's Burden. He'll make the play. Millard the first out of the inning on the fly out to center. This will bring up in the 6th spot, DH number 9, Will Coral, the sophomore, batting for number 8, the junior Aiden Cooper, who's on the mound. Coral, big 2 RBI single back in the first inning. He's 1 for 1 with that 2 RBI single on the night. Coral on the year, 222. Throw to first, runner back safely. Coral, the left-handed batter, is going to face the righty Memphis Watson for the second time. Watson a long look in out of the stretch. Coral fouls one off himself in the batter's box. 0-1 in the count to Will. Meek has his lead at first. Watson to the plate. High and outside to Will on a fastball. Count even at 1-1. Watson a look in to Welcher. He has the one he wants. He kicks and fires. Another liner by Coral over the second baseman, out into center field. Meek will go 90 feet. The Warriors have 2 on with 1 out. Will Coral 2 for 2 on the night. You can move Isaiah Meek, like I said, to second, and Will Coral on with his second hit of the night, first hit of the inning.
Eli McKinney.
4th hit given up by Watson. This will bring up number 11, Eli McKinney, batting in the 7th spot, the junior center fielder. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Warrior runners at first and second with 1 out. Watson's first offering fouled off sharply towards the Warrior dugout. That's the first base side.
It's good to see Will Coral get kind of back in tune. He had pushed his average up for a little bit. He's had a couple tough outings, but in these first 2 at-bats in this game, he's been right on it. Weight back, hit the ball hard both times, and we got another.
Maybe made a little bit of an adjustment in the first 3 days of this week where we didn't play much. Maybe got in the cage,
got some chances to take some swings.
Yeah.
That helps.
Watson to McKinney. High and outside. 1-1. I heard you and Jeff talking about the approach by New London. I thought that was really interesting. Maybe get you guys to comment on that a little bit. They don't miss any when there's a chance. Over the plate, they're right on it.
Yep. If it's a strike, and they're on it.
The 1-1. Who is a called strike to McKinney. 1-2 to Eli. Warrior runners at first and second. Meek at second. Coral at first. Van Buren County trails New London 7-4 here in the bottom of the 3rd in a back-and-forth game so far. They're behind the runner Meek at second. They'll throw back that way to the shortstop. Meek back easily. Watson a long look in to Welcher. He comes set now out of the stretch. A look back at Meek. And to McKinney he comes. Popped up, foul, up and over us to the left, out of play. So we'll do it again from 1-2. I had a game total of 36 for Watson to start this inning. I've got him with 9. So he's up to 45. Through 3 innings, Cooper, a game total pitches of 68. McKinney asked for time, granted it by the home plate umpire. We'll be with you tomorrow night from Louisa Muscatine over there in Letts, Iowa. Long road trip, about an hour and a half or so. Warriors will be taking on the Falcons of Louisa Muscatine over there in a cross-division matchup. McKinney, I think that might have hit him or been a ball, but he fouled it off towards the Warrior dugout, and maybe in self-defense. Seemed like that was headed in towards his feet.
Yeah, that pitch was right on his either shins or ankles, and not sure how he got a bat on that one, but fouls it off to stay alive.
Watson, a quick look at Meek, another 1-2 on the way. We'll do it again because McKinney fouled that one up and over us to the left. So at least McKinney making Watson work here. He's going to see, let's see, 2 or 3 foul balls, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6. This is probably pitch number 7. in the at-bat, I think.
And after that last inning, it's good to get some pitches.
High and outside. They'll throw back behind the runner at first. He's back. There goes Meek. The first baseman, Buren, drops it, and Meek over to third. So the count to McKinney is now 2-2. New London throwing it around a little bit to give on the throw or the catch down there. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's
Buren dropped it.
It's probably on the first baseman for dropping the throw over, but
we'll move Meek on the E3 over to McKinney to right.
Should be deep enough.
Caught. Meek tags. Here comes the throw back in. It won't be near in time. Runner at first, Coral, stays put. Eli McKinney with a sac fly to right. Give him an RBI. Warriors do tally a run and answer with one back.
You know, the couple things on that scoring. Isaiah Meek, a really good job base running. He watched the play, took a secondary lead and broke immediately. It put him in position to score on the sac fly. If he's not heads up and in the game and gets to third, he just moves over on that sac fly. So nice play by the senior. Cuts it to 7-5.
Here is Caden Simmons in there from the right side against Watson. Took a called strike. Popped out of the catcher's glove. Simmons on the night reached on an error. He's 0 for 1 on the year. Simmons came in batting .500. I think he was like 4 for 8 in limited at bats. He's been catching for the Warriors lately. Coral still over there at first with 2 outs. High and in to Simmons. Count even at 1-1. So the Warriors answer back. I got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 here in the third. It's 7-5, New London. Warrior runner at first with 2 outs. Breaking ball. Missed. And Simmons watched it. 2-1. McKinney with that sac fly. Drives in Isaiah Meek. Will Coral still at first after a single. Watson, the pitch. Too far outside on that fastball to Simmons. It's 3-1. Been a lot involved here in this ball game so far. We're only in the bottom of the third. I feel like we're playing fast break baseball sometimes where I can hardly write something down, and the next batter is in the box. Throw to first, runner back safely. So thankfully you guys are here to cover me a little bit with some good color analyzation.
Yeah. New London sent 27 guys to the plate in 3 innings, which means everybody's batted 3 times.
Swing and a miss by Simmons on that offering from Watson. Yeah, it was 3-1. He thought he might have struck out, but that makes it a full count if my book is correct.
Yep, and he's still up there.
Yep, so a payoff. A payoff pitch coming. No strikeout yet, Caden. Come on. Oh, no, and there he swung over the top of that one to Watson does get the swinging strikeout of Simmons. Third out of the inning. Blaine Benjamin will lead off in the 9th spot when the Warriors bat in the 4th. But the Warriors get, a run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors by New London. Is that correct? Yeah? You got 2?
Yep.
And the Warriors leave 1 on base. So after 3 complete, it's 7-5 New London. With the lead, looks like we might have a pitching change and some other changes for the Warriors. We'll get that when we come back. Isaiah Meek climbing onto the mound. Let's take a 30-second break. Warriors trail 7-5 after 3 complete. You're listening to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Fine numbers. Okay, back with you for more Warrior Baseball from the Keosauqua, Iowa, Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field. Pitching change, Isaiah Meek climbing on to the mound for the Warriors, as it'll be 6, 7, and 8 for New London.
Isaiah, this will be his 6th game that he's pitched in. He's done a lot of work from the reliever position. He's only started 1 game. He's 1-0. He's pitched 12.2 innings, 210 pitches. He's got a 141 batting average against. He's struck out 11, walked 10, and he's got a 1.66 ERA. So need Isaiah to put up a hold here. Warriors trail 7-5, heading to the top of the fourth. New London has sent 27 batters to the plate, so everybody's – oh, I take that back. They didn't get through the first inning, so 6 of the batters have seen 3 at-bats already. 3 have seen 2 at-bats, so time to shut them down.
Thanks for that update, Eric, for covering me there. It's good information about the pitcher, Isaiah Meek, who throws a called strike to Gage Burden, who is 0 for 2 on the night, 3-12 on the year. In there from the right side to face the lefty, Meek. Coming to him a little bit high. You gave me a chance to look at the changes. I don't think it's too complicated for the Warriors. Meek went from first to the mound. Here's the next offering, swing and a miss. 1-2 to Burden. Will Coral, you can scratch the DH for the Warriors as you take Aiden Cooper, the pitcher, out of the game. Coral in the DH spot for Cooper comes into the game to play first. Meek from first to the mound. Too far outside on that fastball from Isaiah. Count even at 2-2 to Burden. So Cooper ends up going 3, giving up just a second. Pitch from Meek, fouled off in the batter's box. We'll do it again from 2-2. Cooper ends up giving up 5, 6, 7, 9 hits. Walked 1, struck out 2. High on a fastball from Meek. 3-2 now to Burden. And Cooper gives up the 7 runs. Had a wild pitch, hit 3 batters. Swing and a miss. Meek gets the strikeout
change-up
of Burden. First out of the inning. Strikeout brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. So Meek with the strikeout. 68 pitches for Cooper to get the Warriors through 3 innings. Watson has 55 to get the New London through 3, and Meek on that strikeout up to a game total of 7. He's ready again and coming out of the windup. Too far outside to Sully Barron. 1-0. Barron on the night. Let's see. He is 1 for 1 with a single put out on the bases. Also been hit by a pitch, scored a run. Swing and a miss there from Meek. Count even at 1-1 to Sully Barron, number 26, senior first baseman. On the year, 250. Meek to the plate. Swing and a miss by Barron. 1-2 the count. Isaiah's ready. Here he comes. The 1-2. Count even at 2-2. High and outside.
It's a bit of a change-up curveball. He's pulling a string on that pitch.
The 2-2 is inside.
Ooh, just missed.
Full up, 3-2 now. Meek a lefty, so head coach Shane Bagley deciding to show this lineup for New London a little bit of something different here. Isaiah, the payoff. Oh, a swing and a miss. He might have got him to go fishing for ball 4. Warriors will throw it around. Sully Barron down on a swinging strikeout. Out number 2 in the inning. Second strikeout for Meek, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. Up for next for New London. Let's see if we can get this right this time. In the 8th spot is number 3, Owen Severson, the freshman.
Owen Severson.
On the night, he's 1 for 2. First pitch to him is a ball. 1-0. Severson has a single, reached on a fielder's choice, so he's 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Swing and a miss. Count even at 1-1 to him.
Isaiah's been, that fastball's just off the plate, and as we talked about, Tigers
have low.
Been disciplined at the plate, but that one's close enough that he's got him chasing a little bit.
2-1 now to Severson. Right-handed batter against the lefty Meek. The 2-1 from Isaiah. Breaking ball. Oh, and he landed it. Count even at 2-2 now to Severson. Here comes Isaiah with a 2-2 swing and a miss. He strikes out this side. All 3 of them swinging. It'll be in the 9th spot. Westerbeck leading off for New London when they bat in the 5th. So the Warriors finally put up a clean inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. For New London, the score remains 7-5. The Tigers with the lead after 3.5. Bottom of the 4th coming for the Warriors. When we come back after this 30-second break, I had 18 pitches for Meek to get the Warriors through the 4th. Nice job, Isaiah. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All made possible through the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you. Jeff and Eric just talking about something interesting during the inning about the pace of Isaiah Meek there in the last inning. What would that do to a hitter, Jeff? Bother their timing?
Yeah, it would throw your timing off. You get up there, you get ready, you get set, and all of a sudden when the pitcher gets the ball back from the catcher, he's ready to throw as soon as you get set. That throws timing off.
Benjamin on the first pitch from Watson fouls it up and over us out of play. 0-1. Benjamin hit by a pitch scored the third Warrior run in the second inning. 7-5. New London with the lead as we play here. Bottom of the fourth from Keosauqua, Iowa. Watson ready, a breaking ball too far inside. Had Benjamin tricked a little bit, but it didn't land for a strike, so the count even at 1-1. Benjamin, the leadoff batter here for the Warriors in their half of the fourth. Breaking ball, again, too far inside. Turned Benjamin a little bit, but again a ball. Blaine ahead in the count now, 2-1. Watson starting his fourth inning of work with 55 pitches. Benjamin, a rip through, back up the middle into right center. And Blaine Benjamin in his last game of the season has a single to right center. Good start for the Warriors in their half of the fourth, the bottom half. That's the fifth hit given up by Watson.
Nice job by Blaine there. Ball on the outside part of the plate. He took it right where it was pitched, drove it to the right side of the field into right center for a single to get the Warriors started.
Called strike on the first pitch to Aiden McAtee. Warriors with the leadoff man on here. One on, nobody out. McAtee on the night, 0-1. 0-2. He's reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run. Aiden from the left side against the righty Watson took another called strike, quickly 0-2. McAtee on the year, 205. Benjamin was at 077. Watson looks in, out of the stretch, coming to McAtee. That one too far outside. Aiden watched the ball, 1-2. Lights starting to take effect here. Really nice night. I'm sure there's a pretty sunset to my right. Eric can tell you about it because he's got the better view on that.
It is pretty, Shant. You're right.
Here comes the pitch. McAtee sends a soft fly ball on the infield, or right on the outfield grass. Second baseman will make the play, Strahacker. So we'll pop out by McAtee to the second baseman, Aiden, the first out of the inning. Up next for the Warriors in the 2 spot is number 7, Leo Urach, freshman second baseman. On the night, Urach is 0-1. He reached on an error. He also drew a walk, scored a run. On the season, 286 for Leo. Warrior runner still at first. That's Benjamin after he had a single, chop foul, third base side for Urach. It's 0-1.
Leo likes that ball on the inside part of the plate. Pulls his hands in, gets ahead of the bat through. Just a little early and foul.
Watson's ready again. The 0-1 to Urach. That one ripped to left. Down in front of the left fielder, past the shortstop. And another hit for the Warriors in this inning. Urach on at first with that single. That'll push Benjamin over to second. First and second with one out. Second hit of the inning. Sixth hit given up by Watson. And here's that man again that the Warriors want at the plate with runners in scoring position. He's got a 2 RBI single already tonight. He's 2 for 2 with that 2 RBI single and also a run scored. 2 singles.
Time for Isaac to put a charge in one.
It is. Here comes the first pitch to Leffler. Watson missed outside. 1-0 to Isaac. 4:05 for him into tonight's play. Let me get that right. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. That sounds better for Isaac. Benjamin has his lead. Watson will turn and throw behind him. Blaine back. Watson stumbles on the mound, lost his hat and his glove. Hope he didn't twist an ankle. He might have, as he caught a cleat. Here comes the coach, Jaden Flowers, to come out and talk to him. He spun off the rubber to throw behind Benjamin at second. Benjamin's safe, but Watson fell. And he got up a little bit gimpy is all I can say after that. And head coach Jaden Flowers coming out to just see if he's okay. I think he is. Climbing back up on the mound. Shortstop in to talk to Minky Bailey as well.
Watson hesitated a second on that move back to second because the shortstop was there, flashed the signal to throw, and gave Benjamin a chance to get under.
Count 1-0 to Leffler. A look back at Benjamin again. Shortstop back to his spot. Isaac took a breaking ball for a strike. Count even at 1-1. 1 out. Warrior runners first and second. They've got 2 on with 1 out. A couple of hits there for those Warrior runners, Benjamin and Urach. Watson to the plate. Isaac smashes one to center, coming in and making the catch, diving for it. Overthrow on the throw back in, but Watson backs it up. Leffler with good contact, but he flies out to Burden in center. Second out of the inning. So now 2 out and 2 on for the Warriors.
Really nice play by Burden. Got a good jump on the ball. Ended up making a diving catch in front of him to keep the runners where they are. 2 outs now. Bottom half of the 4th.
Here's Isaiah Meek in there from the left side, the cleanup man. Outside from Watson. 1-0. Meek, 0 for 2. Reached on an error each time, scored a run.
What do you say, Isaiah? Help your cause.
Watson will look back at Benjamin and coming to the plate. And he'll fly ball, no, in foul territory, a soft fly ball. It'll be caught in foul territory by the third baseman. Meek pops out to third. Third out of the inning. McKinnick Millard in the 5 spot will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the 5th. So each team fails to score in the 4th. No runs for the Warriors on 2 hits. There were no errors by New London. Warriors end up leaving 2. I had 15 pitches for Watson to get through the 4th. He's up to a game total of 70. So after 4 innings, we played 4 complete. 7-5, New London still leads by 2. When we come back, New London will bat in the top of the 5th. It'll be 9-1-2. Back with you after this 30-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are back with you to start the top of the 5th for New London. Isaiah Meek back on the mound for the Warriors. It's 9-1-2. This in the 9th spot is number 8, Cale Westerbeck, junior left fielder. Fouled off in the first pitch from Isaiah Meek, count 0-1. Westerbeck on the night is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Left-handed batter against the lefty Meek. Meek, 18 pitches to get through the 4th for the Warriors. He's ready again. Out of the windup comes Isaiah. A called strike, quickly 0-2 to Westerbeck.
Isaiah's done a nice job of pitching ahead in the count. He's jumped up again, 0-2. Opportunity to control the at-bat.
That 0-2, low and in. Maybe just low. Blocked my view by the umpire. It's a ball. End result, 1-2 the count to the batter.
That's a good 0-2 pitch. Tough to get hurt, low and inside.
So let's see what Meek does now on the 1-2. That'll be coming. He's ready. Got his sign from Simmons. Here's the offering. Fouled off. We'll do it again from 1-2. Behind the plate to the right side. So the Warrior defense is McAtee, McKinney, Benjamin, left to right, third to first. Leffler, Millard, Urach, Coral at first now. Isaiah's ready, the 1-2. Soft pop-up on the infield. Urach calling, coming in on the grass. Leo will make the play. So Westerbeck with a pop out to Urach at second, first out of the inning. Top of the order now for New London. This will be Memphis Watson, his fourth plate appearance. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a single, a double, a couple of RBIs, and a run scored. Watson is dangerous. 5-10 coming into play tonight. And we got a little bit of a pause here. Shane Bagley out onto the field. I think we knew this was coming. And they're going to take Blaine Benjamin out of the game to give him a nice round of applause. Number 4, Gavin Knoll, going out there to play right for Blaine Benjamin. Blaine Benjamin reporting to the National Guard. His duty tomorrow, so they wanted to make sure that they took him out of the game so everybody could give him a nice round of applause. Congratulations to Blaine Benjamin. Thank him for his efforts on the Warrior baseball team this season, and best of luck as he reports to the National Guard tomorrow. Big hand for right fielder Blaine Benjamin. Gavin Knoll will come in to play right. Gavin Knoll wears number 4, and Knoll is a junior. So Gavin Knoll out there to play right for Blaine Benjamin. Take him out here in the, what are we in? Top of the 5th. To make sure that Blaine gets his well-deserved round of applause. All right, here's Memphis Watson. Like I said, 2 for 3 on the night. Double single, 2 RBIs, run scored. In there from the left side, Meek, the lefty coming to him. Squared a bunt, pulled it back. It was inside for a ball. Did not hit him. Want to know to Watson, batting .510 into play tonight. Chokes up on the bat a little bit. Meek coming to him. Fouled off down the first base line towards the Warrior dugout. Weekly. 1-1 the count to the batter now.
Watson's got a really compact swing. As we've talked about, it's hard to get a ball by him. A little bit of an open stance.
Isaiah's ready. Oh, he reached out, and a weak pop-up to third. Isaac Leffler has it in foul territory. That's a big out. They get not able to start a rally there with the top of the that leadoff man. So Watson to pop out to Leffler at third, second out of the inning. Bases empty with 2 out for number 7. Gavin Strawhacker bats second in the order, freshman second baseman. That pitch is a ball, 1-0. Let's see, he's been hit by a pitch twice. His 4th plate appearance, he's officially 0 for 1 with a couple of runs scored. Low and in. 2-0. 2 hit by pitches. He reached on a fielder's choice. That's his 0 for 1. When he's been hit by a pitch, he's scored both times. 2-0 from Meek. Followed off, been over us to the right side, out of play. 2-1.
Isaiah continues to be efficient. He's set down 5 in order since he's taken over.
Here comes the 2-1 from Meek. Swung and fouled off the catcher's glove. Simmons couldn't hang on. 2-2 now to Strawhacker. Base is empty with 2 out as we play. Top of the 5th. New London leads 7-5. Meek is ready. The 2-2 on the way. Tried to get him to go fishing for that one outside, but he did not bite. Full up now, 3-2. The payoff from Meek. A soft bouncer on one hop to Will Coral. He'll glove, step on first. Strawhacker retired, 3 unassisted, third out of the inning. So Meek, just like you said, Eric, boy, he's done a nice job since he came in. He's retired 6 in a row. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for New London. The Warriors keep that deficit at 2. They're coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th, looking to get some runs. When we come back after this 30-second break, you are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you for the bottom of the fifth. Warriors trail 7-5, down 2 to the New London Tigers here from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field, just on the west edge of Keosauqua. Beautiful night for a baseball game. We're just talking in between innings here. Isaiah Meek really done a nice job retiring all 6 batters that he's faced in the fourth and the fifth after coming in relief of Aiden Cooper. For the Warriors, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Millard, Coral, McKinney coming up for them here in the bottom of the fifth. Just a quick look at the totals, here, as we're through 4.5. New London leads 7-5. They have out-hit the Warriors 9-6. New London with 5 errors on the night, the Warriors with 1. Van Buren County has stranded 5 so far through 4.5. New London has stranded 7. We have a pitching change here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the Tigers, Gavin Menke Bailey is entering the game as the pitcher. He's pitched in 5 games, started 2. He's 0-3. He's pitched 18 innings. Has a .271 batting average against with a 4.2 ERA. Struck out 16, walked 9, and hit 5.
Yeah. Attaway, Kennick Millard greets him with a single to the left. Go ahead, Eric. You can continue.
That's it. He's given up some runs, strikes out quite a few, but has a combination of 14 walks and hit batsmen. So maybe can get a couple on him and get back in this game.
Millard now 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Will Coral, who's 2 for 2, and they're from the left side. First pitch from Menke Bailey. And the Warriors on 2 pitches have greeted Menke Bailey with back-to-back singles. As that one goes into right center. Will Coral 3 for 3 on the night, Eric. He continues just what you talked about.
Yep.
Push Millard up to second. Put Coral on at first. Back-to-back hits on 2 pitches in the inning. Both hits given up by Gavin Menke Bailey, the reliever. Pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. And here is number 11, Eli McKinney, junior center fielder. They'll throw back. It gets away, not far enough. Second baseman over there to help Watson out. So the change, they tried to pick off Millard at second, but he's back safely. The change was just pitcher and shortstop. Watson went off the mound. He ends up going, 4, I guess? We'll get his line later. He goes from pitcher to short. Shortstop Menke Bailey in from short to pitch. He checks the runner. Here he comes to McKinney. Took a ball high to Eli, 1-0. Let's see, he's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and an RBI. Pitch to him, fouled off, left side out of play. Count should be 1-1, I believe. Is that what you got?
It is, but it's not
scoreboard. Yeah, so it's 1-1 to McKinney. Menke Bailey out of the stretch. Watson trying to keep Millard close. Here he comes. Low and outside. I believe it's 2-1.
Yes.
Scoreboard a pitch behind us, but we've got it. 2 on for the Warriors with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. They trail 7-5. Menke Bailey to McKinney, who rips one to right. Right fielder retreating. He can't find it. He misses it. It's going to fall. No glove on it. Runners had to wait to see if it was being caught, so that's good base running, but that's going to be, I guess you got to give him a single?
Yeah, you do.
That's a play that should have been made, probably.
When you see an outfielder turn for the 3rd time, you got a pretty good chance that he doesn't have a beat on it.
Yep.
And, McKinney turned him around a couple of times, ball. It was well hit, so he was going back.
And no glove on it, so I guess you can't really give an error.
Yep.
So McKinney, the 3rd hit of the inning, back-to-back hits, and up next is Caden Simmons. Breaking ball outside from Menke Bailey to Simmons. 1-0. Caden on the night. 0 for 2, reached on an error. Coming in batting 500 on the year, McKinney was at 156. Menke Bailey out of the windup now with the bases loaded. Oh, and a swing and a miss, maybe at ball 2 from Simmons, but the count will be 1-1.
You know, in limited at-bats, Caden's been clutch. He's got 5 RBIs this year, so bases loaded and a chance here.
Swing and a miss by Simmons, 1-2 now. Yeah, the Warriors are going to have multiple opportunities here because they've got them loaded with nobody out. Back-to-back hits to start this bottom of the 5th for the Warriors. Menke Bailey, the 1-2. Late swing, lined out towards right, going to get down in front of the right fielder, Lemley out there. It'll score a run. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. There it is, Eric, just like you said, Caden Simmons, 4th hit in a row for the Warriors. Give him an RBI. Score Millard on the play. Everybody moves up 90. That'll be Coral to 3rd, McKinney to 2nd, Simmons on at 1st. 4th hit of the inning, and they've greeted Menke Bailey pretty rudely here, and they're coming out to talk to him, and it looks like they're going to make another pitching change. So let's catch up on the scoring. It was 7-5, now 7-6 here as we play in the bottom of the 5th. Simmons has, and I'm trying to catch up on my scoring summary, RBI single to make it 7-6 New London. Let's take a quick 30-second break, set up the new pitcher when we come back. That was 10 pitches only from Menke Bailey on that Rocky outing. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Kai Rygard.
All righty, we're back with you as Kai Rygard comes into pitch. Eric, you want to go ahead and set him up if you looked at the stats there?
Yep, he's appeared. This will be his 5th appearance. He's got a 2-0 record. He's thrown 17 2/3 innings, 317 pitches. He's got a 227 batting average against. He's given up 15 runs, 10 earned. He's walked 17 and hit 5 while striking out 17.
First pitch to Gavin Knowles, up and in, 1-0 to him.
With a 3.96 ERA. So there's some runs to be had here. Be patient.
Warriors have him loaded with nobody out. They've scored once, swing and a miss by Knoll. Count even at 1-1. So to recap this inning, consecutive singles, 4 of them. Millard, Coral, McKinney, Simmons have plated 1 run and left the bases loaded. Gavin Knowles swing and a miss. 1-2 the count to him. As the changes for New London, Watson slid over from short to 3rd. Menke Bailey off the mound back to short. And Rygard swinging a miss. Knoll strikes out. First out of the inning. Warriors still have him loaded with 1 out for Aiden McAtee. Watson slid over off the mound to short, now to 3rd. Menke Bailey off the mound back to short, and Rygard in from 3rd to pitch. That's the changes for New London. Here's McAtee, who is 0 for 3 on the night, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run. Aiden fouls that one back to our left into the screen. 0-1 to him. McAtee 205 on the year. Warriors still have him loaded. They've tallied once here to cut the deficit to 7-6 as we play bottom of the 5th. Good ball game tonight, back and forth. Urach out of his on-deck spot to clean up that foul ball. Come on, Aiden. We need you right now. The runners are out there.
Big opportunity for the senior with the bases loaded.
Here comes a pitch. McAtee fouled out of play left side. Onto a tin roof back there somewhere. It's 0-2.
This is one where you just want to put the ball in play and make the defense do something. So shorten up here.
Kai Rygard, the righty, is ready. Here's the pitch to McAtee. A grounder back up to the middle.
Keep going, Aiden.
It'll score a run. They'll get the force at second, but never get McAtee at first. You can give McAtee an RBI, fielder's choice. Put him on at first. Score Coral on the play. You can move McKinney to 3rd, and Simmons is out 6-4, right?
6-4, yep.
6-4, second out of the inning. We're tied at 7-7. So McAtee gets an RBI ground out.
Good job by McEntee, legging it down the line to not get doubled up there. Gets the tying run in. We're even at 7.
Here's Leo Urach. Rygaard out of the stretch. Outside on a fastball, 1-0 to Urach, who is 1 for 2. He's got a single, reached on an error. Also drew a walk, scored a run. Urach 286 on the year. Warrior runners at first and third. 2 outs. We're tied. Called strike to Urach. 1-1.
Coach, first and third, 2 outs. Do you run McEntee here?
Absolutely. Got to get in motion here.
Let's see if the Warriors choose to do that. McEntee stays put. A called strike. Throw back down to third. It gets by. Oh, not far enough. I thought it was going to go down the left field line, but I don't know what that hit. If it hit the bag or hit
almost
Watson.
Looked like the bag the way it popped up.
Yeah. The pitch is a strike. 1-2.
Yep.
The count with 2 outs. Warrior runners at first and third. Rygaard. That one too far outside. A good take. A tough take, but a good take by Urach. Count 2-2. I thought that was when on the throw down to third from Welcher to Watson was going to go down the left field line and let the Warriors take the lead. That runner from third fouled off right side out of play by Urach. He's hanging tough. It was going to let McKinney score, but it didn't.
That's a really good spoil by freshman Leo Urach there. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Went and got it. Stays alive, 2-2.
Here comes Rygaard. Ooh, that one bounced. A wild pitch. Here comes the runner from third, McKinney. He's fast. They'll never get him. A good slide. The throw back to home was not handled by Rygaard. And McKinney scores on the wild pitch. The Warriors have come back to take the lead here, 8-7. He bounced that one in there. Runner from first. McEntee moves up to second. So McKinney scores on the wild pitch. 8-7, Van Buren County right now. Count to the batters, 3-2 to Urach. Warriors still have a runner up there in scoring position. It's McEntee at second with 2 out. They've tallied. Swing and a miss. They've tallied 3 here as Urach goes down on strikes. He's the third out of the inning. Leffler will lead off in the 3 spot when the Warriors bat in the 6. But the Warriors get 3 runs on, let's see, there was 4 hits, correct?
Yep.
There was no errors by New London, and the Warriors leave 1. So now we're through 5, 8-7. Van Buren County with a 1-run lead. Top of the 6 coming at you after this 30-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All made possible by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you for the top of the 6. Brand new ball game. Warriors enter that bottom of the 5th. Down 7-5. They tally 3 times to take an 8-7 lead here to the top of the 6. Isaiah Meek back out onto the mound. Menke Bailey with 10 pitches in that inning. Rygaard came in and had 14 to get New London out of trouble. Meek to the plate. Breaking ball. Missed.
Batters Gavin Menke Bailey.
1-0 to Menke Bailey. Outside on a fastball for Meek. 2-0. Menke Bailey on the night. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Has also drawn a walk. Meek's 2-0 on the way. Low and in. Isaiah has missed on 3 straight. Don't want to give New London the leadoff man on here if you can help it in the top of the 6. That's often a start of a rally. They're down 1. That would be the tying run as well. Meek to the plate, and he walked him on 4 straight. So New London with that leadoff man on. Isaiah Meek, after setting down the first 60 pace, that's the first man to reach against them. First walk issued. Warriors will look to turn 2 up the middle here against the cleanup man, number 1, Kai Rygaard, Jr. Started at third. He's pitching now. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a couple of singles. Reached on a fielder's choice also. A bouncer to third. Leffler will go to second to Urach. The force to first. Do they turn it? No. Boy, a good effort by the Warrior infield. A bang-bang play at first. It was close. Did you have a better look at that than I did?
I think the ump got it right.
Okay.
He got there just in front of the throw. Leffler had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, but what a turn by Leo Urach. That was a sweet rollover and made it a lot closer than I thought it was going to be based on that start. So nice play. Get the out. Runner on first here in the top of the sixth.
Oh, they'll throw over to first. They had him, but he threw it away. They had him picked off. Coral will run after it. They'll throw. No, they won't. He'll just eat it. And you can move Rygaard down to second on a stolen base, I guess you credit him for, right? Or air. E1?
Yeah, I think that's
E1.
E1.
Okay, E1. I'll agree with you guys there. So after that almost turn of a double play, the Warriors do get the lead runner, but now they have a runner at second. Here's a sharp grounder to second. 2 bounces. Millard has it. He'll glove it. Throw to first. Nice play. Coral catches it. And there's the second out of the inning. Tate Welcher on the grounder to Millard. He throws over to Coral. 6-3 the put out there. Second out of the inning. The runner at second has to hold. That's Rygaard out there after he reached on the fielder's choice, went to second on the throwing error by Meek. Tried to pick him off at first. Here's Gage Burden, 0 for 3 on the night. In there from the right side, Meek to the plate. High. Simmons had to stand up out of his crouch to get that one. 1-0 to Burden. Warriors looking for their third scoreless inning in a row here after having 3 messy ones to start. Meek out of the stretch. Rygaard out at second. Isaiah looks back, coming to the plate. Ooh, and he almost had him biting on that one. A good take by Burden. 2-0. There was that nibble pitch again, Eric. Close enough to maybe get him to swing, not close enough to do anything with, though.
Yeah.
That one too far outside. It's 3-0 to Burden. Burden, a couple of strikeouts and a fly out to right. Called strike. Meek trying to get himself back into the count. It's 3-1. He'd love to end this inning right here with another strikeout, I'm sure, and strand that runner out there at second. That's the tying run out there. Rygaard. Meek, another called strike. He's battled back to make it full. 3-2 now.
Nothing too good here. You've got a 378 hitter in the box and a 250 hitter waiting.
Bounce that one in there. He walks Burden. First and second now with 2 out for New London.
I don't think that's a bad 3-2 pitch there. You don't want to give him something to hit. He's been on it all night. First and second, 2 outs. Got to force anywhere.
Meek started this inning with 32 pitches. He's got 12. He's up to 44. First pitch to Sully Barron is a ball, 1-0. Meek checks the runner at second. He's coming to Barron. Fly ball, center field. McKinney there. It's playable. A little bit to his left. He's under it. Oh, and he lost it. Oh, no, he lost it. It fell to the grass. There's the tying run scoring. Oh, man, I thought he was right under it to make the play. How do we score that? A hit? Hey.
Official scores.
Sully Barron, give him a single and an RBI, scoring Rygaard.
It looked like he was camped, but then you saw him shuffle his feet twice, and you could tell he didn't know where it was. It must have got caught up in the lights behind us.
So first and third now. We're tied at 8. Swing and a miss to the next batter. Who is this? Severson. 0-1. The count to him. He is 1 for 3 on the night. Scored a couple of runs. Swing and a miss. 0-2. First hit, first run given up by Isaiah Meek in his outing. That one fouled off right side. Out of play. We'll do it again from 0-2. Severson is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Reached on a fielder's choice. Also has scored a couple of runs. Meek, the lefty. Long look into Simmons, and he's coming to Severson. Check swing called a strike 3. So a backwards K. Meek gets out of the inning. Severson, the third out. Westerbeck will lead off for New London when they bat in the 7th. But New London ties it. They get a run on 1 hit. There was an error by the Warriors, and New London leaves a couple on base. We're through 5.5. We're tied at 8. Good ball game here tonight. Warriors coming to the plate, looking to take the lead back in the bottom of the 6th. When we come back after this 30-second break, you tune in to Warrior Baseball Streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you for the bottom of the sixth. Kai Reigard, I believe, back onto the mound to pitch. And it is that him out there?
Watson's at third now.
Yeah, well, I had that change. Watson moved back over to third when Minky Bailey off the mound to play short.
Yeah,
have to see who's playing left, I guess, would be the thing. Is that 8 Westerback? 3 was Severson. We're tied at 8 as we play bottom of the sixth.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Warriors, number 3, Isaac.
It'll be 3, 4, and 5. New London is now stranded 9 after that last inning. Here's Kai Reigard to Isaac Leffler. A slow roller, charged by the shortstop. He'll boot it. Infield hit, or would he got him? That's a good throw if he gloves it cleanly?
I don't think he gets him. Isaac was getting down the line. That was a pretty slow roller. I'm looking over at Dave.
Infield hit, Mr. Kirchner? All right.
Base hit. We're all
Isaac
agreed.
Leffler with an infield hit to lead off for the Warriors in the bottom of the sixth. Leffler now 3 for 4 at the run scored.
An athlete like Isaac just puts pressure on the defense.
He does.
He could see him getting down the line. Isaac was motoring.
Meek squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, takes a ball. Meek in the cleanup spot, count to him 1-0. He is 0 for 3. Reached on an error a couple of times, scored a run. Reigard to Meek. Oh, a called strike on a questionable pitch. Does Leffler get thrown out? Welcher can't get him. Leffler steals a base on the number 2 ranked throw him out catcher in the state. 2-0, or no, it should be 1-1. I think it was a called strike.
1-1, Jim.
1-1. Scoreboard wrong.
Isaac had a good jump and then hesitated and then got back into it and got in just under the tag. We'll call it just under the tag. It was a good throw by the catcher. You can see why he's throwing some dudes out.
So there's the lead run at second, scoring position with nobody out. Pitch to Meek, high and in. 2-1 now. Scoreboard says 3-0. I believe it's 2-1. Everybody agrees with me in the press box. Reigard to Meek, fouled back at us.
Right back at us.
Right at us.
Look out, press box.
2-2 now, I'm going with. Millard out of the on-deck circle to clean up that foul ball. Leffler, good speed on the bases for the Warriors. He's out there at second with nobody out.
Just gave us 2-2.
So it is 2-2.
Yep.
Reigard eyes Leffler, coming to Meek. High. Full up now, 3-2 to Isaiah. Just to recap that New London inning, they got a run on a hit. There was an error. They left 2. They've stranded 9 now. The Warriors have left 6. Reigard to Meek. Popped out of play, left side. We'll do it again from a full count.
No, this is one of those at-bats for a senior. You just want to put the ball in play. Move Leffler over, get him 90 feet from that go-ahead run with nobody out right now.
Yeah, you got to get him to third here.
Yeah, big at-bat.
Reigard out of the stretch. To Meek inside. Oh, 2. A called strike 3, my mistake.
But ball was working back. He
Yeah.
had a little mustard on it. It started to move back right on the inside part of the play. With 2 strikes, you probably got to protect there.
First out of the inning, first strikeout by, or no, let's see. Third strikeout by Reigard, I think. First pitch to Millard is a ball, 1-0. Kinnick on the night is 1 for 3. The single scored a run. 1-0 to him. Rygard, they're behind him. They'll throw behind Leffler. Throw it away into center.
Nope.
Isaac won't chance it. Backed up by Burden out there.
Ball went deep into center, but by the time Isaac got back to his
before
feet,
he realized where it was.
Yeah, there was no
That's
hope.
a good decision. We're tied at 8, bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Leffler at second for the Warriors. Count 1-0 to number 5 hitter Millard. Kinnick sends one up and over us. Out of play, 1-1. Kinnick led off that last inning with the first of 4 consecutive singles for the Warriors and scored their 6th run of the night. Looking to push Isaac to third or get him home here with a hit. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now to the batter. Sophomore shortstop Kinnick Millard, 2:05 into play tonight. Sun has set now, lights full effect. Rygard, the sign from Welcher. He'll look back. Leffler bluffs. Oh, now they got him picked off. He's going to throw over. Isaac slides. He's safe. Yes, he slid underneath it. They had him picked off the mound. Came Rygard. He threw it over to third base. Watson, Leffler slid underneath the tag. Stolen base, I guess.
There's
what else?
no error. There's nothing.
Credit him with a stolen base. Isaac's good at that. It's a weird-looking stolen base, but he gets the third. No error. Here comes Rygard to Millard, high and outside. 2-2 now. So there's a sac fly. He'll take the lead.
New London has the
Infield
infielders
in.
all in.
All in the grass. Outside. They'll throw back. Safe. How many pitches you got? 13. Okay,
that was a good snap throw by the catcher. He's got a good arm. And
Welcher's mad that he didn't throw out Leffler first time at second, and then now they're going to appeal. But I don't think they can change that.
Home plate umpire doesn't have any angle on that.
No, that's the
no
base
way
umpire's
he can overturn
that. Welcher is really good at throwing out runners, their catcher. He didn't get Leffler at second, then Leffler was caught between second and third and made it to third, so Welcher not happy. The count should be full. I think it's full. Millard fouls one off, right side up and out of play. We'll do it again from 3-2. So the lead run 90 feet away with 1 out for the Warriors. We'll take it either way we can get it. Pass ball, wild pitch. Leffler will pounce on it. We know he will. He'll be coming. Rygard will have to look to cover off the mound if he uncorks one. But the 3-2 coming to Millard. Ooh, a weak swing. It fouled off Kinnick in the batter's box. We'll do it again. It went out towards the right of the mound, but dead ball.
That was probably ball 4.
Probably.
But Kinnick did a good job. He wasn't sure. That was the last at bat with Isaiah, that same ball on the inside part of the plate. Kinnick fouls it off and stays alive.
Yep, fight that one off and live to see another pitch, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's what you do as a batter there in that situation. I know he certainly didn't want to get called out on strike, so a good fight off there by Kinnick Millard. He'll see another 3-2. Rygard has his sign. And here he comes. Millard.
That's
shallow fly ball, right fielder coming in. It'll fall. Leffler had to wait. He will score. The throw comes home. Millard was on his horse to make it to second. That's a double. He would have made it without a throw.
It is.
Yeah.
Kinnick never stopped.
Never stopped.
Rounded hard.
Kinnick Millard, an RBI double. Score Leffler on the play to give the Warriors a 9-8 lead as we play bottom of the 6th.
What an at-bat for the sophomore.
Yep.
Fights off a couple pitches and then takes an outside pitch and dumps it into right. Right fielder had a long run, gets a double out of it. Now he's in scoring position.
First pitch to Coral. Misses outside. 1-0. Coral with a liner down the right field line, going to fall for a hit around third. Comes Millard. Here comes the throw home. It's way up the line. And Coral will stay at first wisely, not wanting to make it out before the run scored.
What a day by Will. 4 for 4.
Wow.
Another just solid base hit.
Coral with the RBI single makes it
10-8.
10-8.
Eli McKinney.
So I've got to get this entered here.
Aggressive base running by Kinnick on that puts him in scoring position, allowing him to score on the base hit.
Kinnick Miller scores on the play. First pitch to Eli McKinney is a strike. 0-1 McKinney on the night 1 for 2 with a sacrifice. Single and a run scored. Rygaard outside on that fastball, evening the count at 1-1 to McKinney. Rygaard out of the stretch, looks in, bounced it in there. 2-1 now to McKinney.
Warriors have done a good job tonight of limiting strikeouts. You know, we talked earlier at West Burlington, we're striking out 25% of the time in their at-bats. They've really done a good job of putting the ball in play against New London tonight.
He's got the one he wants. Set out of the stretch, a called strike to McKinney. 2-2. Warriors lead 10-8. Fly ball, shallow. Is it going to land fair? It will. Down the left field line. Left fielder couldn't get it, neither could Memphis Watson from third. So McKinney with a single. You can move Coral to second, put Eli on at first. That is the fourth hit of the inning. The Warriors have scored twice. No errors to help from New London. Here is Caden Simmons in the 8th spot, number 17, junior catcher. On the night, he is 1 for 3.
Those last two we call hitting by placement, right? They're kind of pop-ups, but they're pop-ups to the right part. One down the right field line, just fair, and one down the left field line, runners on first and second.
First pitch was a strike to McKinney. He'll send a fly ball to left center fielder, and they're going to run into each other. It falls for a hit. Everybody on the move. Everybody had to wait with just one out to see if it was going to be caught. Simmons with a single. That's the 5th hit of the inning. You can move everybody up. Coral to third, McKinney to second. Simmons on with that single. Warriors have him loaded with one out for Gavin Knoll. They've already tallied 2 here in the bottom of the 6th to break that 8-8 tie and take a 10-8 lead. Rygaard out of the stretch coming to Knoll, who took a called strike. Knoll is looking for his first hit of the year.
That's
0-1.
That's a tough one on the base running, but I'd like to see Coral halfway on that one.
26 pitches for Rygaard so far. Yeah, I'm with you. A called strike outside half.
If he catches it diving, they're not going to W up. If he's halfway, he probably scores on that. In Will's defense, that's a tough play. He thought he could tag and move up if they catch it, so you got to make a quick decision.
The 0-2 is a called strike 3. Knoll goes down looking. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Top of the order now. McAtee coming back in there. Rygaard gets his 1, 2, 3, 4th strikeout. He's given up a couple runs. McAtee pop up on the infield. Watson at third base will make the catch. So on one pitch, McAtee pops out to Watson at third out of the inning. If the Warriors need to bat in the 7th, it'll be Leo Urach leading the way. All right, the Warriors take a lead. They get 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors by New London, and the Warriors leave 3.
Bases loaded.
So after 5.5 are complete, Warriors now lead to 10-8. I had 29 pitches for Rygaard to get through the 6th. 29, 39, 43 for him. Game total. It's 10-8 Warriors after 6 are complete, correct? We played 6. New London coming to bat at the top of the 7th. Warriors lead 10-8. 30-second break. Isaac Fluffler coming in to try to close this one down. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
No, it's all right. All right, let's get everybody's volumes back to where they need to be here.
Some technical difficulties in the
Technical
press
difficulties
box
during the break.
During the break.
Yeah.
We're back, though, folks.
But to recap, as we go to the top of the 7th, Warriors lead 10-8. They get 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They end up stranding 3 to leave 9 total in the game. For New London, first batter is number in the 9 spot is Westerbeck. He'll pop it up.
In play.
On the infield, Kirkhart, it was overran. Did it land fair or foul? The home plate umpire says foul. A play that's got to be made. You just have to make that one there. Miscommunication. I don't know if Leffler called off Kirkhart at third. Count's going to be 0-1 to Westerbeck, who is 1 for 3 on the night.
Infield rules call for the third baseman to make the call there. I know Isaac was calling him off, but you don't want the pitcher making that play.
Chop foul towards the Warrior dugout. Quickly 0-2. Yeah, that's a third baseman's play. Colton's got to make that play. Colton Kirkhart into play third. Leffler goes to the mound.
This is Isaac's 5th appearance. He's got 1 save, a .084 ERA. So
0-2 on the way. Ooh, inside he missed. 1-2. Sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
No, he didn't miss by much. That's a pitch that Ump's kind of been given. But this is where Isaac's come in and close it out.
Here comes a 1-2. Oh, did he hit him? No, he did. Hey. Leadoff man on. Turn my volume down here a little bit. There we go. Leadoff man on for New London in the top of the 7th on the hit by pitch.
Batter is Memphis Watson.
First batter hit by Leffler. Meek ends up going 3. We'll get his line later. Leadoff man now, dangerous Memphis Watson. 2 for 4 on the night. Took a ball high and outside. 1-0. Boy, that pop out there that wasn't played by the Warriors just out on the outside of third base in foul territory looming large right now. Leffler out of the stretch, coming to Watson. Grounded fair inside third base, out into left field. McAtee in to get it. It'll be a single for Watson, who's 3 for 5 now, and here comes New London answering back. Put him on at first. You can move. So the tying runs are on base for New London. First hit of the inning, first hit given up by Leffler. Here's number 7, Gavin Strawhecker, freshman, second baseman, bats second in the order on the night. He's been hit twice. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, been hit twice, scored a couple of runs. Warriors need outs.
Yep.
They lead 10-8, but there's 2 on and nobody out. Square to bunt, bunted down the third base line, and it's a beauty. There won't be any play. Leffler will try to go to first, and he threw it away. Man. Here comes run number 9. Runners at second and third. So you can score Westerbeck. That should be an infield hit by Strawhecker. Move Watson over to third and Strawhecker to second. On an infield hit, he'll go to second on the throwing error, E1. So it's 10-9, second and third for New London with nobody out.
Gavin Minky Bailey.
So let's see. Strawhecker infield hit. That pitch high and inside. Scores Westerbeck. Yeah. That pitch plunked him.
Hit him in the head.
Mankey Bailey is hit by a pitch, loading him up with nobody out. Warriors lead 10-9. Need a grounder on the infield, home to first. Double play is what the Warriors will be looking for here. They'll probably bring the infield in. Second hit batter by Leffler. Net. We're at 10-9, trying to catch up on my scoring summary here. Might have to turn the page here in a second. So Leffler on 9 pitches finds himself and the Warriors in a heap of trouble. It was 10-8, now it's 10-9. Leffler to the plate, fouled off in the batter's box.
All right, it's time to just calm down, collect yourself.
So Rygard, 0-1 to count to him.
Get back to it, throw some strikes, and
Bases
let's
loaded.
get that out.
Yeah, bases loaded, nobody out. New London has tallied once. They trailed 10-9. Rygard on the night. That pitch is a ball, or excuse me, yeah, a ball. It counts 1-1. Rygard on the night. He is 2 for 4. Bounced on the infield. Kirkhart bobbles it. He'll step on third. A run will score to tie the game. The Warriors do get it out. So Watson scores to tie the game at 10. Strawhacker's out, 5 unassisted. That's the first out of the inning. Move Benke Bailey up to second, and Rygard reaches on a fielder's choice. We're tied at 10 on the Rygard fielder's choice with an RBI. 10-10. In there now is Tate Welcher. Leffler to him, outside on a fastball. Isaac's not happy.
There's Tate Welcher.
Put some heat on that one, missed it with it, 1-0. There's one out, runners at first and second for New London. They've tallied twice here with just one hit in there. That pitch, missed. To the batter, Welcher, it's 2-0. Welcher on the night, 1 for 4 with a single RBI. Catcher for New London. Here comes the next pitch from Leffler, low and outside. 15?
Yes, sir.
15 pitches for Isaac so far in the inning. He's down 3-0 to Welcher. The next offering is a called strike, 3-1.
Let's get a ground ball here.
The 3-1, a chopper foul down the third baseline. Full up now, 3-2. Was that pop out that should have been played before Watson or Westergaard got hit? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the key to the whole inning right there. They get that leadoff man out and might be different, but they didn't. Fouled off to our left, out of play. We'll do it again from 3-2. We're tied at 10, and this would have been a back-and-forth ball game here tonight from the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua. Top of the 7th. Here comes Leffler at a 3-2. Pop up on the infield. Will that be an infield fly? Maybe. Should have been, right? Oh, Miller, the throw behind the run. What a play. They get out of it.
What a play.
What in the world is that runner doing?
So Kinnick Millard makes a great play.
Infield fly should have killed the play, right?
It wasn't an easily catchable ball. That is an umpire's judgment. Millard went a long way. The third base was not.
Well, we can argue about it forever, but the Warriors get out of the inning. On the play, Welcher pops out to Millard. That's the second out of the inning. They throw behind the runner at second, right, Benke Bailey, and they get a 6-4 put out there for the third out of the inning. If we have to play extras, Gage Burton will lead off in the 4, 5, 6 spot. So New London gets a couple on 2 hits. 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error by the Warriors, and New London leaves 1 on base. So we're tied at 10. Warriors with a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. When we come back, 19 pitches. Is that what you had, Jeff?
Yes.
19 pitches for Leffler to get him in and out of trouble in the 7th inning. Take a quick 30-second break. Come on back for the bottom of the 7th. Warriors looking for a walk-off win. You tune in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, all made possible by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 30 seconds.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, here we go in the bottom of the 7th for the Warriors. It's Leo Urach. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Urach on the night is 1 for 3. Reached on an air, run scored, also drew a walk. 2-0. The count to Urach. Be good for the Warriors to get a leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 7th. Rygaard still on the mound. Oh, no. That looked inside. Should have been ball 3. Didn't have to be a strike, but it was. 2-1 to Urach. Rygaard's 2-1 on the way. Urach with a grounder to short. Menke Bailey, a bad hop. It hit him in the chest. He won't get him. They do get him at first. Wow, that was bang as well.
Quarter of a step, I think.
Boy, after it took a bad hop and hit Menke Bailey in the chest, he recovered and threw it over to Buren. First out of the inning. Urach retired 6-3.
It was a good stretch by Buren, who's had some trouble today, dropped a couple balls, but on that one,
So
he was full out.
Yeah, Urach now 1 for 4 with that walk and run scored. Here is Isaac Leffler in there from the right side. He asks for time after a long pause by Rygaard. Steps out of there. Leffler on the night is 3 for 4. 3 singles, a couple of runs scored. Rygaard coming to him. Too far inside on that one. 1-0 to Isaac Leffler. Leffler batting .405 into play tonight. Base is empty, 1 out. Isaac swings, sends a fly ball, playable left field. Left fielder back, under, squeezes. That is Westerbeck out there, I believe. 2 up, 2 down for the Warriors as Leffler flies to left field. Here's number 14, Isaiah Meek in the cleanup spot. In there from the left side. Warriors need a 2-out rally now to walk this off in 7. As New London's trying to sniff extra innings. High and outside. 1-0 to Meek. Meek 0 for 4. Reached on an error a couple of times. Scored a run. Here comes Rygaard to Meek. Oh, man. Looked like an outer half ball. Called a strike. Man. I must have a bad angle. Eric, your thoughts on that?
That ball was off.
Counts 1-1. I think it should be 2-0. Here comes the 1-1 from Rygaard. Fouled off left side out of play. 1-2. It's a big difference between 2-1 and 1-2 in the count. Rygaard out of the windup coming to Meek. Breaking ball landed at high. Even now at 2-2. Rygaard, the 2-2 on the way. Meek slashes one towards the gap in right center. Down, center fielder over to cut it off. Meek will stop at and be happy with a 2-out single. Warriors get a 2-out base runner. First hit of the inning.
String a couple more together.
By Rygaard. I'll count the hits in a minute that he's given up. First pitch to Millard, high and outside, 1-0. Millard on the night, he's 2 for 4. Single, double, couple of runs scored, and RBI. He's in there from the right side, 2:05 entering play tonight. Rygaard coming to him. Kinnick swing and a miss. 1-1.
Let's find a gap and get Isaiah moving here.
Millard fouls that one back right at us. I think that's the 5th hit given up by Rygaard.
Meek was on the move that time, trying to steal
to
second and move up into scoring position.
Fouled off left side towards the New London dugout. So Mikey Bailey gave up 4 hits. Rygard has given up 6, I believe. Pitch a ball to Millard. Even at 2-2. Warriors have Meek on at first after the single to right center. 2 outs, though. Going to take a hit somewhere in a gap to score him. Millard fouls that one off left side. We'll do it again from 2-2. Rygard out of the stretch with Meek at first. Kinnick swings and misses. Cleanly caught, the home plate umpire says, by the catcher. Kinnick goes down on strikes, 3rd out of the inning. Will Cora lead off for the Warriors in the bottom of the 8th. We're going to extras as Rygard gets a 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts for Rygard. He got through that inning on 18 pitches. He's got a game total, 43, 53, 61 total. No runs for the Warriors on a hit. There were no errors, and the Warriors leave 1 on base. We'll go to extras. Top of the 8th, New London coming to bat. When we come back after this 30-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 30.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Isaac Leffler back on the mound for the Warriors. First pitch to the New London batter fouled off right of us. This is Gage Burden. 0-1 to count to him. Burden on the night. He is 0 for 3. Drew walk, stranded on the bases in the 6th. In there from the right side to face the righty Leffler, who's coming to him high and in. 1-1 to Burden. Cooper went 3. Meek went 3. Leffler fouled off right side.
Down the line
Down
foul.
the line foul.
By about 5 yards.
1-2. Leffler in the 2nd inning of work. 19 pitches to get the Warriors through the 7th. Looking to have a cleaner inning here. They had a 2-run lead. Going to the top of the 7th, New London tied it. Warriors couldn't score. That's why we're in the top of the 8th. Leffler out of the windup. Oh, high and in.
You know, as we talk about the string of games coming up, extra innings isn't really the way you want to start it. And have to burn through some more pitches and pitchers.
Breaking ball, Isaac left that one outside. Full up now, 3-2. Bottom of the order here. Don't give him any free passes. Make him earn it. And he walked him. Leadoff man on for New London. Leffler issues his first. Base on ball. This is number 26, Sully Barron from the right side. Leffler out of the stretch. Barron to Kirkhart at third. He'll go to second, threw it away. Urach can't get it. Whoa, the Warriors had a chance to turn 2. They don't get the lead runner or any outs. Is that an E5?
Yeah.
Or an E4?
5, I think.
5? So Barron will reach on a fielder's choice.
Yep.
You can move Burden to second on an E5. Another error by the Warriors tonight. They're 6th. Here is a called strike to number 5, Owen Nearing getting an at-bat here. 0-1 to him. Check his average on the year. High on a fastball. 1-1. I don't think it was very high, if I remember right. 1 something.
Nearing's hit 111. He's
111,
got 2
yeah.
hits and 18 at bats.
Leffler breaking ball too far outside. Two and 1. Lead run for New London out there at second with nobody out. High and outside from Leffler. It's 3-1. He's in danger of loading him up with nobody out. It's 3-1 to the batter, Owen Nearing. That one a called strike, outer half. Leffler back in it. It's 3-2. Need a strikeout. Or a grounder to third. They'll throw back, a bluff throw. Runner back. That's Burden out there at second. The pitch. It's ball 4 outside. They're loaded. Nobody out. Second walk issued by Leffler. Simmons out to talk to him quick. See who's coming up to the plate here for New London. This should be number 8, Westerbeck. And it is. Westerbeck on the night. He is 1 for 3 with a single. 2 runs scored, also hit by a pitch. So they're loaded with nobody out here. A called strike on the first pitch to Westerbeck.
Good job by
0-1.
Good job by Isaac to get ahead in the count.
Westerbeck, a lefty, that one high and outside. Good stop by Simmons to reach out and get that one. Counts 1-1. Needed a Warrior infield is in. Need to pop up on the infield or a grounder. Low and in. No place to put him. It's 2-1. Grounder on the infield. Home to first would be a good way to get a double play. There's a pop-up on the infield. Foul territory. Kirkhart catches it for the first out of the inning. Infield fly in foul territory. Can you have it? No.
Nope.
Okay. Got to be fair.
Yep.
All right. It's the first out of the inning regardless. As Westerbeck pops out to Kirkhart at third.
Batter's Memphis Watson.
Kirkhart's playing third. Millard at short. Memphis Watson, a dangerous hitter. Isaac missed outside. And high, 1-0. Watson on the night is he's 3 for 5 with 2 singles and a double, a couple of runs scored. Right back, and Leffler couldn't get it. It's back through the middle. Scoring 1. Here comes the second run. Throw from McKinney coming to the plate. Not in time. Watson will take second on the throw. So give Watson a 2 RBI single. He goes to second on the throw home. Runners at second and third. You can score Burden and Barron on the play. Nearing moves over to third. First and third with 1 out now.
Batter's Gavin Strawhacker.
So the Watson has a 2 RBI single, makes it 12-10. New London. Strawhacker in there now. Leffler coming to him. Low and outside. 1-0. New London still with 2 runners out there in scoring position at second and third. 1 out. Leffler out of the stretch, called strike to Strawhacker. 1-1. Strawhacker's been hit twice. He is 1 for 3 with a single, and he's also reached on a fielder's choice. Scored a couple of runs. He gets hit by Leffler. Third time he's been hit tonight. So they're loaded again with 1 out. That's Leffler's third hit by pitch. 22 pitches in this inning. Here comes Shane Bagley to maybe get him or calm him down in what has been a messy couple of innings here for the Warriors. It was looking good at 10-8 going to the top of the 7th. New London tied it with 2. They've taken a 12-10 lead here in the top of the 8th. 1 out. And they're still loaded for the Tigers. Here's Mankey Bailey in the 3-hole. His 6th plate appearance, and they're from the right side to face Leffler. Called strike, 0-1. Mankey Bailey on the night is 1 for 2. The single, a couple of walks, has been hit by a pitch. Leffler to the plate. Low and in. 1-1. 24? Mm-hmm. 24 pitches for Leffler in this inning. 19 in the 7th. He's up to 43. His next one off the outer half for a ball. 2-1 to the batter, Mankey Bailey. No place to put him. Isaac will lift the left leg, deliver. Ball 3. Warriors looking to turn 2 somehow and get out of this mess, just down 2. One more ball and it'll be a walked-in run. A nubber. Kirkhart misplayed it at third. 1 run scores. Here comes a second run. That'll be an E5. You can put Mankey Bailey on. RBIs on that? Yes. Shouldn't have been the third out of the inning. Mankey Bailey reaches with that on the fielder's. No, is that an E5 he reaches on?
That's an E5, yeah.
Kirkhart was probably going to go to score 2 on the play. Severson, or Nearing, excuse me, and Watson. Runners at first and second. Leffler to the next batter. A called strike to Rygard, 0-1. Awarding RBIs on that one? 1 RBI? Okay. 1 RBI for Mankey Bailey. Popped up on the infield. Millard. Is that infield fly?
Yes.
That's an infield fly.
I didn't hear it called, but.
And neither. So Rygard pops out to Millard, infield fly, second out of the inning. So New London gets a couple of more on the Mankey Bailey grounder. Pitches a ball to Welcher, 1-0. He is 1 for 4 on the night. Leffler coming to him, ripped to third on the ground. Kirkhart has that one. Throw to Meek at first. And they retire Welcher, 5-3 on the putout, third out of the inning. If we need to play more, New London bats around in the 8th. Burden would lead off again. So New London gets 4 runs in the top of the 8th on just 1 hit. How many?
Two errors for sure.
2 hits or 1 hit? 1 hit.
1 hit.
2 errors. And they end up leaving 2 on base. So we played 7.5. New London now leads 14-10, 31 pitches to get Leffler through the 8th. He's got a game total of 50. Warriors need 4 to keep playing, 5 to win it. When we come back in the bottom of the 8th after this 30-second break, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Temple Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 30.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Keosauqua, Iowa, Perkins Field, the Kissling Press Box, going to the bottom of the 8th, extras tonight. No ghost runner to start that, but New London scores 4 anyways. 4 runs on a hit, 2 errors by the Warriors. New London leaves 2. They've stranded 12. Warriors have left 10. Got work to do. Is Rygaard back out on the mound? I believe he is. Number 1? Yes, he'll start his 4th inning, working in his 4th inning. It'll be Coral in the 6th spot, McKinney and Simmons for the Warriors, looking to get something going here. Coral in there from the left side. Rygaard, the righty, coming to him. Outside. Ball 1. Wills had himself a really good night. 4 for 4. 4 singles, a run scored, RBIs, 3 of them, I believe. Let's see. He steps out and asks for time. 3 RBIs. So New London, Watson had a 2 RBI single to make it 12-10. Menke Bailey, grounder with an error. Coral pops that one up on the infield. Menke Bailey right on about the second base bag makes the catch. Coral is the first out of the inning on the pop out to the shortstop. And then I was going to say Menke Bailey on a grounder with an E5, credited him with 1 RBI. It actually scored 2 in the top of the 8th to put New London up 14-10. We were tied at 10 after 7. Here is Eli McKinney, the junior center fielder, outside, took the first pitch on a fastball for a ball. McKinney on the night, he is 2 for 3 with a couple of singles, scored a run. Rygaard coming to him. That's a called strike. Even the count at 1-1. So the key plays tonight were that misplayed pop-up foul ball that opened the gates up for the New London in the 7th. Grounded by McKinney to Menke Bailey. He'll glove, throw to first. They get him by a half step over there. That's Menke Bailey to Buren. McKinney, the second out of the inning. Warriors down to their final out. If you score along with us at home, that's 6-3 on the putout. That pop-out that should have been caught just outside in foul territory on third of the leadoff man in the 7th, right?
Yeah.
Was that the 7th or the 8th? 7th.
No, top of the 7th was kind of foreshadowing.
Let New London tie it, and they scored 4 in the 8th. Called strike 1 to Caden Simmons, the Warriors' last hope here. 0-1. Simmons on the night is 2 for 4. Reached on an air with a couple of singles. Here comes Rygaard. High on a fastball with some heat on it. Counts 1-1. Rygaard started this inning with 61 pitches. Line to right. He burns the right fielder. Simmons around first. He'll dig for 2. It's back up against the fence. Hit it over the head. Here comes a throw back in. Simmons with a stand-up double, and the Warriors aren't done yet. So on a 1-1 pitch, Simmons' bat has come alive here these last couple of games. He's at second with a double. First hit of the inning for the Warriors. That's I believe, the 7th hit given up by Rygaard. My scorebook is a mess.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one, Shane.
No, you're good. We're good. But, we'll try to summarize it when this one's done. So we'll see what we can do. We'll give it our best shot.
But a ball that was driven by Caden. They got into that one, beat the right fielder, stand-up double, and still some life.
2-out base runner for the Warriors. They're going to need more, though. Here is Kirkhart batting in the 9th spot for Knoll. Not sure who left the game when Leffler came in to pitch. A called strike to Kirkhart. 0-1. Kirkhart went to third. Leffler came in to the mound. Meek went off the mound to first. Or did he leave the game?
No, he didn't leave the game.
No, 1-1 on that pitch. Somebody left the game. I don't know who it was.
I think Noah left the game.
Noel, okay. He
out of the
9 spot? Yeah. Kirkhart over the shortstop. Menke Bailey back. He can't make the play. Simmons will stop around third, first and third, as Kirkhart gets a single. And moves Simmons, who's running on 2 outs, over to third, second hit of the inning against Rygaard. I think his 8th hit given up.
Batters Aiden McEntee.
So yeah, Noel left the game. Kirkhart came into play third. You slide Leffler from third to pitch. The pitcher, Meek, went to first. I don't know where Coral went.
Outfield, I think.
Outfield. Ball inside to McEntee. 1-0 the count. To the lefty, Aiden McEntee, the senior. Rygaard coming to him. That's a ball high and outside. 2-0. McEntee on the night. Let's see. He's 0 for 5. Reached on a couple of fielder's choices. Has a run scored. McEntee watched a called strike. 2-1.
Warriors may be in catch-up here. If you get a ball, you're taking until you get a strike, make them throw some pitches, have a chance to maybe pick up a walk.
2-1 to Aiden. Now it's 3-1. So Rygaard in danger of loading him up. That's what the Warriors need. They need to load him up and watch the carousel keep going.
Yeah, and Rygaard's starting to get his pitch count up. So
Simmons at third, Corkard at first. McAtee a soft chopper right back to the mound. Rygaard will glove it off the mound. Oh, he almost threw it high over to first, but he retires McAtee over to Buren at first. 1-3 on the putout, third out of the inning. It's a final now at 9:50 here tonight. Warriors lose to New London in a back-and-forth high-scoring ball game by a score of 14-10. No runs on 2 hits. No errors for New London in the bottom of the 8th. The Warriors end up leaving 16 pitches for Rygaard to get through the 8th. He has a game total of 77. So that'll take us to the post-game show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride County-wide. We will take a 3-minute break here in the post-game show so we can try to summarize and tally up these totals and then recap it for you, do all that closing stuff when we come back. We'll see if we have interviews tonight. We'll probably sprinkle in a couple of breaks here in the post-game show. Back with you in 3 minutes. Warriors lose to New London in 8 innings by a score of 14-10. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atemlo Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible by the Atemlo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 3.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemlo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Keosauqua, Iowa, Perkins Field, where we just completed boys high school varsity baseball for you. On the evening, the Warriors take a tough one on the chin, losing 14-10 in 8 innings to the New London Tigers. Let's go through the totals and summaries for you real quickly here before we get to our interview with Warrior outfielder, pitcher, first baseman Will Coral. All right, on the night, New London with 14 runs on 13 hits, 5 errors. They strand 12. The Warriors, 10 runs, 18 hits, 5 errors. They strand 12 as well. Winning pitcher Rygard, losing pitcher Leffler. Time of the game 2 hours 29 minutes tonight. Let's run through the scoring summary as quickly as I can. Top of the first, a Welcher RBI single makes it 1-0 New London. Bottom of the first, a Will Coral 2 RBI single makes it 2-1 Van Buren County. Top of the second, a Strawhecker fielder's choice with an RBI makes it 2-2. We're tied. Then a wild pitch scores Severson to make it 3-2 New London. Bottom of the second, Leffler 2 RBI single makes it 4-3 Van Buren County. Top of the third, a Watson 2 RBI double makes it 5-4 New London. A Menke Bailey RBI single, 6-4 New London, and a Rygard RBI single, 7-4 New London after 2.5. Bottom of the third, the Warriors answer back. McKinney sac fly makes it 7-5 New London at that point. Then in the bottom of the fifth, a Simmons RBI single makes it 7-6 New London. A McEntee RBI ground out to tie things at 7. A McKinney scores on a wild pitch to give the Warriors the lead at 8-7. And then in the top of the sixth, a Barron RBI single tied things at 8. Bottom of the sixth, the Warriors come back and take the lead again. A Millard sac fly, 9-8 Van Buren County. Then a Will Coral RBI single, part of his big night, made it 10-8 Warriors, and things were looking good as we headed to the top of the second. But New London answered back. A Strawhacker infield hit scores Westerbeck to make it 10-9, and a Rygard fielder's choice with an RBI makes it 10-10 after regulation. We went to extras, and New London scored 4 in the top of the eighth. Watson, 2 RBI single, made it 12-10. That broke the 10-10 tie. And then the Menke Bailey, we credited him with 1 RBI with an E5 that scored 2 on a grounder, and that was the way we ended up, 14-10. New London gets the win here this evening in a hard-fought back-and-forth ball game in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. That's the best I can do with the totals and summaries and a quick recap of it. Let's get to our interviewees right now, and I know I have a sponsor on those, so I should work it in. Coaches and players interviews throughout the course of the year, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. All right, this is Will Coral. Will, you had a great night from the plate. 4 for 5. We had you down for. You had a run scored, 3 RBIs as well. Eric and I and Jeff, we were talking maybe a little bit of adjustment at the plate. You know, we tried to play Tuesday. Played a couple innings. You were on the mound. We didn't get much in. Thought we were going back there Wednesday. No, I didn't do it because of the weather. Yep. I thought maybe you had a chance to make an adjustment in the cage or whatever. You guys doing some work when it was raining because, boy, your swing sure looked good tonight. You were on fire at the plate helping the Warriors put up those 10 runs. I know it wasn't enough, but, geez, you must have felt really good at the plate tonight.
Yeah, I did. Big adjustment made keeping my front foot in. That's a big thing. I pull my shoulder backs and stuff. My dad really harps on me for that because he knows that's the biggest thing for me, and that's the reason I haven't been hitting the ball very well. And he talked to me about 47 times today about it, and I just got it through my head apparently. And
did you have that in your mind as you went to up to the plate tonight? Were you telling yourself that? Because you sure looked confident in what you were doing. I mean, good contact all around, 4 hits, a great night for you. It was looking good at 10-8 in the top of the 7th. The play that really bugs me, I guess, or that comes to mind, one that's got to be made, and I know everybody knows it, it's that pop-up landed in foul territory, but it's on just outside of third base. Because you make that one, you get the leadoff man out. It's Watson, or the bottom of the lineup, or I don't know who that was there. It was Westerbeck, maybe. Or did they have one on? I don't know, but it was early in the 7th inning. I think it might have been the first. No one on, so it was the first batter. Yeah. So many times that leadoff man gets on, and that starts a rally for the other team. And, I mean, we couldn't credit really an error on that play, but I think everybody knows that that's one that's got to be made a good start to the 7th inning. You just talk about that one a little bit, and what did you guys see out there on the field? Yeah,
out in right field, I was watching, and definitely it looked foul at the start, but I heard everyone screaming and stuff, and Isaac looked like. I looked at Isaac, and he didn't look like he had a very good read on it, but Colton didn't seem like Colton was calling him off, so Isaac just had to go for it and didn't get a good read and just missed it, I guess. But that's something you definitely can't have in a time like that. You need to definitely be talking to each other and knowing your like what you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, better communication maybe a little bit there. It's such an important part of the game.
Yep.
Well, can you talk about starting out in DH? Not something you do a lot, but different mentality, knowing that you don't have to worry about being in the field.
Yeah. I was a little confused to start, but then Shane explained to me why, and just throughout, or before I even got up to the bat, I just knew that was a big thing that I needed to do. Was if I wasn't going to play in the field, I needed to really come up big at the plate. So that was just the only thing I was thinking about. And in those times that I was DHing, and that just really helped me focus in on my bat.
Yeah, and seemed to work, and obviously you got sort of pulled in early, but a nice job to start and a good effort tonight at the plate for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, congratulations on a good game. I know the team is a little bit down probably because, that one just didn't turn out the way that you wanted to. Everybody thinking about maybe some missed opportunities tonight, that didn't enable you guys to come away from the win. Maybe not really a lack of effort, maybe just a little bit better communication, overall on some of that play on the infield, and that would have been a huge difference. Right. So I guess what you can do from that is just take it and learn from it and then put it towards the rest of the games that we got left this season. We'll be seeing you again tomorrow night as we make the hour-and-a-half trip over to Louisa Muscatine Inlets. Warriors will be right back at it. Yeah, we'll be right back there to cover it for you, and then the weather's going to turn hot. We'll be at Moravia for a couple of games, some good competition over there this weekend. We'll see you, I know, back on the mound as we continue that game Monday, the postponed game that was suspended. We'll pick up where we left that one off with you on the mound over there in West Burlington. Right. So, Will Corral, congratulations. You're our player of the game tonight, going 4 for 5 from the plate. Excellent effort there.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Will. And we're going to bring head coach Shane Bagley in to talk to us. Hey, Coach, thanks once again, as always, for taking the time to stop by and chat with us here in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride county-wide. And was I accurate in what I said about the guys? That missed opportunity there on that pop-up. It might have been a different outcome there in the 7th. I'm sure they're just feeling bad about it. Just let one. They probably feel like you let one get away from you a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the consensus there when we were talking at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And, hey, that kind of stuff happens. It's baseball, and we're playing a pretty good team over there. That's they're the 2 seed in the district that we're going to go to.
Sure.
And I've said it all year. I think we can play with anybody, and I think we've been proving it lately. It's just some of those games we're coming on the wrong end right now. But hey, that's why you get to keep playing. So we got through the 6th inning there, and Isaac wanted the ball to come in and close, and he's such a competitor. I love that kid, and I know he's going to go out there and give me everything he's got, and he wanted it, so we gave it to him. And, it didn't go our way tonight, but if I had it all over to do again, I'd do the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah, Coach, you got to feel good about the way the bats were tonight. I mean, you come up against a team that's hitting 330-something on the season, and you guys go stroke for stroke with them.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the approach and, how the guys were effective tonight.
I think the approach was way better at the plate tonight, honestly. Maybe not. Sometimes we fall into a pattern of maybe swinging at a first pitch curveball when it's like, guys, we get 3 strikes for a reason.
Right.
Pick your pitch, and the approach was great tonight. And we were putting some barrels on the ball, and Will Corral was huge. God, he was huge for us tonight. And I'm looking. I hate this. You got to plan ahead about 3 games. I got pitchers I got to figure out, and I thought tonight, hey, I'm going to go to Meek as my relief pitcher.
Yeah, he did a nice job for you.
Yeah, and to do that, I've got to start Will as the DH so that I can make the correct moves in the field and not have re-entries and all that. So, it worked out well for us. I think it gave Will a little bit more time to concentrate on hitting, and man, he got in a groove, and even when he came in the game, he kept doing it. So that was huge for us tonight.
Well, and what you talked about there kind of leads me into my next question for you. I mean, this week, tomorrow, and then Saturday, so you're pitching. This is the first real game we've played this week. The other one was postponed and suspended.
Yep.
So your pitching is looking pretty good, I would say, for the rest of this week.
Yep.
Then we start over, and next week is a gauntlet. And we were just talking up here, amongst ourselves before the game as to maybe you could give us some insight as to, what you're thinking about as well. I mean, you can watch pitch counts and let somebody get to where they only need maybe 1 day off and use 3 guys in a game. Or if somebody's really going good, do you leave them in because they're being effective and then cancel them out for 3 days because they need 3 days of rest because of their pitch count? I mean, there's a couple different ways to look at it, so we just wanted to get your thoughts. You don't have to give anything away, but maybe just what you're thinking about.
You want my rotation for the next week?
No. I'll get it before the game, and I'll keep it quiet, okay? I will not tell anybody. No, maybe just what goes through your thought process as you think about that.
A lot of things. Like, we've talked about earlier in the year, I try to have about 3 different plans going into a game, but when we stack them this close together, it's kind of hard to do. But, we got a lot of pitching, and, we'll just – but to get back to your question about, what do you do if the kids groove, and you try to win the game you're playing. Sure. That's the way I've always been, and figure it out after that. So, you definitely go for the win. You don't let the pitch count get that far in your head. Mm-hmm. If a kid's out there dealing and he's got a chance to win a ball game, I'm going to leave him out there, and I'll figure it out the next day.
Yeah. Well, we know where you got to start on Monday when we go back over to West Burlington. I mean, we're a couple of games away from that. That's a good question, AJ. Just I'll get you out of here maybe on this one. The sub-state draw. What's your thoughts?
I like it.
Got to play Pekin over there in Moravia.
I like the draw. I honestly do. Moravia, they're Murderers Row. They're good. Yep. They got a good program over there, and we'll get eyes on them Saturday.
Yep.
Don't know if we'll play them. We'll see how that shakes out. We don't know, but at least we'll get to watch them a little bit. Then, of course, you got, New London's in the bottom half of the bracket with Notre Dame. And, I think I like the draw. Sure. I honestly do. Like I said, in any day of the week we can play with anybody. And, losing some of these tough ones, I think we grow from it. And the next time we get a crack at it, hopefully the turnout's different. So.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is we're right back at it tomorrow. The guys can put the little bit of bad taste from tonight, maybe the miscommunication and just losing a tough one against the conference foe. We can think about it for a little bit, learn from it, throw it, just get rid of it. Because we're right back, get a chance to get on the winning track tomorrow over at Louisa Muscatine. And like you said, the Moravia tournament, it's going to get hot, so baseball weather, easy to get loosened up. We'll go over there and play Martinsdale St. Mary's, who's highly ranked.
I'm excited about that.
A good opportunity for the kids there to compete against them. And then, like you said, we'll see what happens with the way our game goes and the opponent that we'll draw from game 1 with Moravia versus Albia.
Yeah, I mean, we can just go at it now. The districts are already paired.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what happens now, so we just go for it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Coach, hey, as always, thanks for your time, stopping us and chatting, being so gracious with your time.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you guys.
In the post-game show.
We appreciate you guys, too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. That's Head Coach Shane Bagley. We'll see him tomorrow night as we follow the Warriors over to Let's Iowa, Louisa Muscatine, and we'll hope for the Warriors to get back on the winning track. We'll take one more 1-minute break here in the Warrior postgame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. We'll come back and wrap it up for you, get into the closing stuff after this 1-minute break.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you one final time from Keosauqua, Iowa, the Ferguson Sports Complex here at Perkins Field up here in the Kissling Press Box. Mr. Kirchner has left us for the evening. I'm alongside my cameraman and onsite producer, Mr. AJ Rowe. My color analysts tonight, Jeff and Eric Peterson, where we just completed boys high school varsity baseball for you on the evening in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division battle. New London gets a 14-10 win. Final thoughts, guys, on what we saw tonight. Boy, that, you boil it down to a few things, I guess, but that we talked about it. That one play, that pop-up that should have been caught, got the Warriors off to a bad start in the 7th. They had a 2-run lead. They were able to get out of that inning tied at 10-10, but boy, you look back on that one and it could have been different if they could have made that play.
Lots of good to build on there, though. As Coach said, they really hit the ball tonight, putting up 10 runs against a good team. Isaiah Meek comes in and shuts the door, puts them in a position to win the game. And so I think you take that away. As a fan, it was entertaining. Lots of action. As you said, both our books were a mess, and that means people are running around and putting the ball in play. And so I just think it's one of those games you chalk up to tough break, and that happens in baseball. You're going to see that, but a good effort by the Warriors and something to build on as you head to a big weekend.
Yeah, Jeff, anything that stood out to you as far as the game goes tonight? I mean, we probably covered most of it, but...
Right. I thought the hitters tonight were good on both sides, not swinging at pitches out of the zone. Did a nice job with putting the ball in play when they needed to, and did a good job both times. The New London team can hit a little bit.
Yep.
They really good plate discipline, good strike zone knowledge, and they put the ball in play. And the Warriors were good tonight too. They hit the ball really well, and they hit strikes and didn't wave at a lot of pitches.
Yep, certainly had a chance.
All right, that's going to complete the Warrior Baseball post-game show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, county-wide. All right, we can go through, I guess we can get right into my closing stuff. I'd like to thank Connor, the board operator, for making this broadcast run smoothly for us tonight back at the studio. Big thanks to him. I want to thank, I should mention our player of the game was also Will Coral, brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. I'll sneak that in there one more time. I'd like to thank all of our listeners and viewers, whether you were tuned in on YouTube or on the air at 92.7 KTWA. If you're listening to our post-game show and driving home, please drive safely, and we will do the same. We couldn't do it without you, our viewers and listeners. I'd like to thank the sponsors, as I always do, here in the post-game show. I'll run through them for you one more time. Iowa Missouri Seeds, they've got the pregame show. The Van Buren County Community School District has the post-game show. Cranston Family Funeral Home has the first pitch. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center with the starting lineup. Smithburg Automotive with all the innings. It was extras tonight. We went 8. Dowd's Quick Stop has the Warrior strikeout by the pitchers. Pilot Grove Savings Bank has the pitching changes throughout the course of the year. The Van Buren County Hospital has any home runs hit by the Warriors. Wells Hometown Drug has the player of the game and the coaches and players interviews throughout the course of the year, sponsored by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, also one of our sponsors, as is Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you are not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at AtomoRadio.com. She'd be happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports and also get your business some advertising on YouTube or over the radio at 92.7 KTWA. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give those sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be viewed and heard through the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Totals and finals. One more time for you tonight. New London, 14 runs on 13 hits, 5 errors. They leave 12. Van Buren County, 10 runs on 18 hits, 5 errors. They leave 12 also. Winning pitcher, Rygard. Losing pitcher, Leffler. Time in the game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. So we can take a look at the overall records. New London improves to 11-6, 5-5 on the road. 4-4 in the conference. Warriors fall to 6-9, 3-4 at home, 2-5 in the conference. Our next broadcast, we'll be right back with you tomorrow night as we got some more baseball for you this week. We'll be over in Letts, Iowa, the Louisa Muscatine. That's a 5:30 first pitch start over there. We'll be over there to cover it for you. About 5:10 pregame show. Warriors will be looking to get back on the winning track. Then we got 2 games for you on Saturday as the Heat arrives. First game, 12:30 on the day. We play Martinsdale St. Mary's, highly ranked in Class 1A. And then we'll, depending on our result, we either play Albia or Moravia. Those are the next broadcasts for Warrior Baseball. That's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, my color analysts tonight, Eric and Jeff Peterson. My name is Shan Moken, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We will all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening and say so long to you from the Ferguson Sports Complex, Perkins Field, the Kissling Press Box here outside of Keosauqua, Iowa. Final score once again, New London wins it tonight by a score of 14-10. We'll talk to you next tomorrow night, 5:10 pregame show over in Letts, Iowa. Warriors will be taking on the Louisa Muscatine Falcons. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. One more time from Keosauqua on behalf of AJ, Eric, Jeff, and Chan. Good night, everybody.